going. Just give us a slight moment to get this up and running for you guys. Today is Sunday, SpeedQB Sunday, March 12th here in Tack City, Fullerton, California.
Training day.
So we're making sure audio is working for you guys before we get started. We've got about 5 minutes before our first game set.
Got about, I would say now, we're probably close to about 70 players in the building, plus spectators. They just got done with morning orientation.
I can take those headphones off now. Okay. We got audio.
There you go. We got the cans gone. We just received a 5-minute warning for the next game about to start, which is what? Who do we have on deck? Do you remember?
First team we've got on deck is Union versus Captive.
Okay, so we have some regulars coming up soon. I think they're at the chrono as we speak. Captive's at the chrono. So we might be a little longer than 5 minutes out, but nonetheless, we're ready to go.
Ref needs a whistle.
Ref needs a whistle. Talk to Jim.
So, guys, thanks for joining us on this SpeedQB Sunday. This is the second of our 5 before our tournament in July. If you guys are just joining us and wondering what SpeedQB is, let's go over some of what's going to be going on. There's a 5v5 tournament-style play that's going on in the field down below us right now. And so what that entails is a flag that's worth points, team elimination, which is worth points, and then recovering the flag into the other team's side, which is worth points.
Right. So you get points. I believe it's five per kill elimination. Then you're going to get points for a first pull and also a hang, which is ultimately the goal of the game is to hang that flag. For tournament, we will be going 5-on-5 today. For training purposes, we're going anywhere from 5-on-5, 6-on-6 to 7-on-7, as long as the teams are even. Hang on 1 second.
So, guys, we're getting some of the stuff set up here. So, guys, we're just getting all the little details worked out for all the refs. We do have a new reffing team out here, so we're not actually using anybody from the SpeedQB world. We're actually using a Milsim team called the Mercenaries. So they will be out in force today, making sure everyone's playing fair and keeping to the rules and taking the points and making sure everyone's kind of get a fair game going on.
Right. It's imperative that we have an equal playing field for all teams. We can't have a team that's entered the tournament reffing their opponents.
Yes.
In essence. So we do have some outside guys that do not play SpeedQB, and they really don't have any skin in the game. We're trying out a few other teams as well, but we will have plenty of refs on the field at all times. To give you an idea, for just a 5-on-5 match, we're going to have 5 refs on the field, 2 on each sideline and 1 head ref.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to be trying to make sure it's as fair as possible on the field. The big misnomer about airsoft is there are no markers, there are no any way to tell if you were hit, so it is definitely on an honor system, but we're going to make sure those refs are keeping everyone's honor intact and making sure their hits are called. And if they're not, and we know it happens, people don't always feel those hits, we're going to make sure the refs are letting you know, hey, we saw that hit, you're out, buddy, and then we shouldn't have any conflicts on the field. Well,
we shouldn't, but let's face it, this is a competition. And there are scenarios where, say, for instance, we get 2 guys going at the same bunker, and there's a bam, bam, bam play. There's going to have to be a judgment call on the refs.
Yeah.
And we don't have the luxury of going, like an NFL and going a slow
replay, right?
frame by frame. So it's going to have to come down sometimes to a judgment call. And that's just, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But 9 times out of 10, it'll be pretty clear-cut when they make a call, and the refs will stand by it.
Yeah, for the most part, what we saw last time when we did the broadcast, everyone was pretty friendly out there. Everyone was playing pretty fair for the most part. We had a couple small incidents that were handled off the field very easily, but we're going to definitely enforce this time to make sure everyone knows, hey, when it comes to tournament play in July, those rules are going to be enforced. We want to make sure you're learning them now so you don't have infringements when it comes to the tournament.
I think this is just my gut feeling, but the reason why I think a lot of times it's pretty friendly is because these guys like this style of play, and they know for it to grow and to get bigger and better that they have to get along.
Yeah.
They have to be okay with this.
Let's see.
So
okay, we're good. Well, whenever
we're good.
Yeah. So we just got confirmation that they're getting ready to come on the field. So We're going to flip this camera around, guys, so you guys can get the field. It is going to be a little bit different than last setup that you guys saw on the tournament. Get this camera turned down for you.
Yeah, so we got a good angle of both sidelines at this point. Last time we were missing the near sideline, and now we're going to be able to get action all the way across the board.
There's a nice little pan for you guys to check out that field layout for this.
It looks like Captive is going to take the station to our camera on left, and the red. You see them in the burgundy red. And then Union will be taking the station on the right there as they kind of filter in. I'm going to guess we're looking at a 5-on-5. It looks like a 5-on-5. So I see 5 Captive, and it looks like we got 5 Union.
Looks like we have a substitute for Captive coming in there, or maybe a prospect. But
well, you never know sometimes. Sometimes maybe they forgot their jersey or,
out of uniform. How's it going, Noah? Did you make it out today? Or are you going to make it out to the SpeedQB, or are you sitting watching it from home? Okay, we're getting ready to start with this first match between Captive and Union. Captain is going to be in our maroon with, it looks like, a substitute or someone just slightly out of uniform. Or
it is a practice day.
It is a practice day, and we've got Union on this other side over here.
In 5 on my whistle, the game will start.
And away we go.
And a
Union right off the gate. Right at the flag off the gate. Captive loses one in the center back.
We've got Union in the center with the flag, and he is holding on to and taking shots. He's being bold right off on this first practice day.
Yeah, as you know, Derek, I'm not a big fan of a flag carrier leading the push, so that's always a gamble. And every team has their own strategy. And again, it's a training day, so they may be just trying things that they normally don't do, or maybe that's what they normally do. But some teams go right for the flag. Some kind of, as we say, are counter punchers. I see many teams will get the advantage, whether it's on the body count and flagpole. With bad strategy, lose that advantage. So just keep in mind that even though you eliminate a player, you have to capitalize on that advantage.
Oh, there was an elimination right there. Did not check that cross section there. Again, you have to make sure you know where every player is on that field before you make those moves. That was an easy elimination for Union right there.
One common thread I see with all these teams is that they don't communicate as far as where the other team is. Yeah. They just kind of do their own one-on-ones and don't communicate or relay information, the positions of other players. That would help a lot.
Yeah. Knowing where that opponent is on the field can definitely be beneficial. Knowing where your players are so you have the support is definitely beneficial, but when it comes down to these type of situations here, and we have full team elimination there.
All
right, so now we're switching sides. We're going to watch Captive take the break off the same wall here, and then we'll switch over to Union for the next one. If you guys are just joining us, we're seeing some of the viewer counts go up right now. It is SpeedQB Sunday here at Tax City Fullerton in California. It is a practice day for our tournaments coming out in July. And so it's a bunch of local teams are down here, some pickup teams, some walk-on teams are all here trying to just practice before we get to that belt game in July.
So second game of the set.
There's a nice little, and Union's
out.
Looks like a trade.
So it looks like the second game, Captive was not okay with them taking that flag. They wanted to.
They moved up to it much quicker this time.
Now they lost a guy on that, but they also took out Union's center flag. So
nice slide.
Now they regained the center. We got to be careful we don't talk too loud. We want to give away position.
Yep. Got some action going. There's
a trade. We got
trade
another
off
trade.
right there.
So far, I've seen 2 trades. I think another Union player on the far sideline is out. Let's see if we can get our bearings here and see what kind of body count we have. And that's another thing, Derek. We're up here perched with nobody shooting at us, and it's hard for us to figure out how many players are left. So imagine what it's like.
Someone on the snake on the back. There's a little bit of action.
Oh.
We had a 2-on-2. Now it's a 2-on-1. Union's coming all the way around. There's a
they sandwiched the snake.
Yep. See if we get that flag catch before the time's up.
So the only way the game's going to end is either time runs out after 4 minutes or a flag hang.
All right, so
and
now
that's two games to none for Union.
We're going to watch Captive take a shot from the other side here and break. We watched them break from the white wall. Now we're going to see how they break from this gray wall here. Field seems to be laid out pretty evenly with bunkers and the setup. You might notice on the far side of our field there is that snake over there. And then to the side that's closest to us, we have a lot more open bunker possibilities on this side here that you can see.
Derek, that last game, Captive had their chances to win this game. They didn't concede the center flag. They sent a guy to center to trade with the Union center guy, and then they reoccupied it. But more importantly, they doubled up on the snake, and they had a 2-on-1, and they lost it. And then not only did they lose that 2-on-1, but Union rolled the other side and sandwiched them. Nope.
Captive off the break to the center there, not quite all the way to the center. We have Union on the flag right now.
So even though Union's got the center flag, it's critical that Captive controls it. You don't have to be at the center flag to have control of it. But you have to be aware of it and make sure that
there's a
you
run
know
on that snake
where that flag goes at all times.
Trade off over there on that snake.
Okay, watch the center. We're going to
Watch
have some
that
action in the
center,
center.
Oh, there was almost a good little fight there.
That was a good move on Captive, but another Union member shot him.
So we have some action going on back in this back section here. All the way across field. Looks like we've got a couple players from Captive and Union staying far back. There's a little bit of a move going on. There's elimination there.
Looks like a trade.
And flag was placed for Union.
Much closer game.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a full 100-point win because Union left one Captive player alive, but nonetheless they still hung the flag, and other than a live player left, they won that game. That game got a lot closer. That was the closest of all 3 games.
Yeah. All right, we're going to see.
This is game 4, I believe, right?
Yes, game 4. We're now going to watch Union break from this gray wall. We saw them break earlier on the first set from the white wall. Let's see, they've been moving pretty solid towards that flag right in that center. Now, from our perspective, it might look like it's a straight shot to that flag, but the angle that they have to come through that channel there, there's actually huge exposure.
They have to weave.
They have to weave. There's some exposure there, and if the other team is smart, they can eliminate some players pretty quickly.
So what a team has to make a decision to do is on the break either keep the team out of the center or go for the center. Oh, got hit.
Had a little bit of a barrier malfunction, it looks like.
But he was taken out by the guy on the snake. We should have a good battle on that snake, Derek.
All right. So we got the rest of the squad pretty much stayed back. We had that one move for that flag.
Oh, looks like Union's control the snake now. That was a big kill on the snake.
Moving on that far
That should
side
roll
there.
it if they played smart. Now,
nice elimination behind the pellets.
nice move by Captive. They just took out their lead push off the snake. They're holding on the ground. Now it looks like Captive's moving up on the snake. Good angle. Good gun malfunction. Gun malfunction. Now he's exposing himself. Oh, that was a tough move.
Yeah.
Captive player had him dead to rights, but either he didn't rack his gun or he had equipment malfunction. Then he had to chase him down.
guys, for being our first game here this morning with the time change. These guys are really come out showing that they really want to play today.
Okay, so
Both teams have been really...
Here we go. This should be it for the hang. And Captain pulls out the win.
So we have team elimination, flag capture by Union first, actually, and then we had Captive with the actual flag hanging. So it looks like we just got from the ref there was a 2-2 on that. Captive won one of them, and Union got before and then just won that last one. So we had a 2-2 tie on that setup. We're now making a barrier fix real quick.
That's okay, so what's going on is because it's a 2-2. Normally it's a 4-game set, but because it's 2-2, they have to play a tiebreaker.
Yeah. So there is nothing but just kind of bragging points today on the line, but we do want to get everyone familiar with points as we get closer to that tournament day in July. We're going to start with Captive.
All right, next to the wall. The game is live on my whistle.
And away they go.
There's a move. Union and Captive both on that center barrier.
Oh, look at that. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that in a while. Union sent 2 to the center X.
Both are eliminated, though.
That's interesting as well. Wow.
Ooh, that was a hard hit into that barrier.
Captive is going to roll this one.
They're playing for keeps for sure.
I think they swept it. I think they lost 1. Good job, Captive. Wow. I think they're awake now.
Yeah.
They just lost 1 on the center X, and that center X traded with 2. That's pretty ballsy. I haven't seen anybody send 2 to the X at the same time. Captive sent 1, so it was 2-on-1 at the X, and somehow Captive came out of there.
Okay, thank you.
So who do we have up next here? We have...
Okay, next up is we've got SCK versus Flex, and we're just getting confirmation of the next sets after that. It looks like we're going to have LTD versus...
Okay, so we have...
One shot, 1 kill coming up for our 3rd game.
So we have Team Flex on our left, camera left here. This is Team Flex. Where are you here? Team Flex.
On our gray wall.
Yep.
And SCK on our white wall. So we're going to watch SCK break from that white wall.
So I'm curious to see how they treat the center flag. See how these... Oh, look at this.
Quick move to that center. 2 again on that center pole.
Derek, that's the second time in a row I've seen them send 2 people to the X. Out of all the times they've done this, I don't think we've ever seen that. Now all of a sudden 2 games back to back.
I'm wondering
something's up.
If there was a mistake and not communication between the teammates, or if there was actually the game plan.
Well, then, you can say the same thing about the game before that.
Very true.
So my guess is that either there's a strategy floating around that, hey, that's the best way to do it. Nice run. Nice run. Nice run for this guy. Wow.
There
3.
It is. And the flex.
Did you see that run? That was he just bunkered 3. 1 in the first bunker, 2 in the back, which I don't think he knew there were 2 back there. He probably would have done it if he knew that. He took out 3. Awesome.
He's going to go back, watch this replay, and he's going to be impressed with himself. That was a nice little run.
Nice run.
Okay, we're going to start from that white wall again.
So I'm curious to see if they do that again, send 2 to the center X. And I'm curious for the rest of the day how many teams will do that. Because that's 2 back-to-back, and I haven't seen that yet. Maybe someone overheard another team talk about it and say, hey, let's give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
This is the day to try it, right?
Yeah. All right. Looks like we're having a little bit of a gun malfunction.
An airline issue.
Oh, they're asking for a quick moment.
I think they're good to go. Equipment's always an issue.
Okay, so Flex was having a little bit of a gun malfunction there. So we got SCK over here. Let's see if they make that move again.
Looks like yes.
Yeah.
It's a yes. It was not a mistake.
No.
It's a plan.
Seems like it's a plan. And look we've got down this side here, quick elimination.
Wow. The flag carrier. Oh. He hung it.
Flag.
Looks like he hung it.
Flag was hung.
He hung it. He hung it.
Blow the whistle.
Blow the whistle.
There we go. There was the whistle. Ref was watching the gameplay on the other side, going back and forth, making sure everyone is. So we've got a little bit of explanation going on right now off to the side. They moved quicker than what the refs were able to notice with the flag there. They were able to get that flag planted and get the points. And you might have overheard, but there was points left on the table because he left the rest of the team still standing, so they didn't quite finish that whole set.
Sometimes guys get really excited for the kill. They get bloodlust in their eyes, and they just want to run the field and hang the flag. But again, you're right. They left points on the table, and in a tournament, that could hurt you. Got another flagpole. Oh.
Uh-oh, barrier's going down.
Hey, Jim.
We're going to see if we can get a fix for that barrier. And again, with the flagpole, an elimination right from the rear there. Not paying attention. He had two people facing forward, not checking their rears. Here you come with the flagpole, full team elimination, flagpole, and flag placement. That's full points right there. All right, so SCK is going to be starting on the white wall today on this game here. This is game 4 of 4, and we've definitely seen Team Flex just take that whole center push real quickly. There's a push, and again, 2 to that center for Team Flex. There was an elimination. He ran right through there, trying to get that flag way too quick, not checking all those sides. A little bit of action going back in that far corner there.
Like this, right? They fall. It's cool. They keep straightening out and falling over. I don't know why it's different now than so that's why I said that's why you guys have been, because there's something different about it now than before.
We just had SCK pick up the flag that was dropped by the Flex player. We've got 2 SCK players left on that snake making their move through. And we've got 2 Flex players on complete opposite corners. One behind this blue wall, one behind this gray wall over here. And they're not moving. There's a run on the backside. We'll see if he gets that rear elimination. There's one. Oh. There's 2. Now they've actually switched sides completely. They're complete opposite sides of the field. We've got a 1v1 situation going. They've now switched sides of the field twice now.
So what's going on here is if you don't know where the flag's at, I mean, keep in mind the object of the game is the flag. It's worth 50 points.
Yeah.
As opposed to 1 kill, 5 points. If you're running out of time, which they are.
And that was full team elimination. Let's see if he can find that flag.
And if he spends the last 30 seconds now, see, he spent all that time for that 1 kill. Now he can't find the flag, which is 50 points. So he basically spent all that time for 5 points as opposed to 50. That will kill you in a tournament.
And he is moving.
And once again, as I keep saying this every broadcast, if you don't know where the flags, you need to know where the flag is at all times, whether you have it or not.
There is.
As
He
you
found
just,
it.
is he,
And
let me ask, did he start on that side?
no, they started on the
Okay,
side.
just like checking. Because that has happened sometimes
they
too.
switched sides a few different times. They went all the way around the field a couple different times. So it
I have seen that
very
happen
easily
before
go to the
too,
wrong
where
side.
you get caught up going in circles, and next thing you know, you're hanging on the wrong side, which is technically a win for the other team, a 50-point hang. So keep that in mind.
Oh, man, so if you mess up that bad, you're really messing up.
Yeah, you won't be the favorite player on your team, that's for sure. But again, once again, these are constants. Know whether your team possesses it or not. Know where the flag is at all times, whether you need to go get it or to defend it, because that flag is half your score.
And definitely, like, with everything going on the field, it can definitely get confusing, but like that's what's going to make or break some of these teams. And I mean, speaking about making breaking, we have last year's winners coming onto the field for the first time today. We've got LTD. They are belt holders, so today is all for pride. This is all for enjoy, kind of bragging rights. And 1 shot, 1 kill is going to be that other team setting up over here on this gray wall here. Now, both teams are veteran teams. They've been playing for quite a while now. They do have a pretty decent following out there and a pretty decent stat. And it looks like we've got a 6-on-6 situation going. So, it's a 5-on-5. All right, so we're going to watch 1 shot, 1 kill take the run off of here. All right, so we just got it to a 5v5.
There we go.
There's the move. Quick
Center
move
flag.
center.
Oh, that was close. Did you see that?
That
they
was
both
very close.
reached for it at the same time. I don't know if he actually took it out of his hand.
I
It was
don't
pretty
know.
close.
Yeah, it was very close. We need that instant replay.
Yeah. You know, that would be a very interesting scenario if they both had held on to it at the same time and were tug of war.
Yeah, who gets it, right? Who gets the first pool point?
I'm sure that'll eventually happen. I just haven't seen it yet.
Got a little bit of action down low here from us.
Oh, we got to kill off the close
There's one
side here.
elimination. All right, so it looks like we've got maybe a 3-on-5.
Oh, LTD just lost one.
LTD just lost one. Maybe a 3-on-1.
Oh.
There was another elimination.
Oh.
That was a trade-off. That flag is now up for grabs.
So here, let's see if everybody knows where the flag is right now. Because we're getting down to, looks close to 2-on-2.
Find the other team.
So it looks like LTD's doubled up on the snake.
Okay.
One outside, one inside.
We got to move.
And they have one coming on the back tape on our right. So they control both sides of the field.
Okay,
but if I were to
a
guess,
little bit of movement behind that tall
LTD is going
barrier
to push
on
the snake side because they asked where they have the numbers.
Yep.
I think what they're trying to do is figure out how many's left on the other side. So they're being cautious.
There's for the flag.
Okay, so now they're spread out. One high, one center, one low. And they're moving up both quarters at the same time. Now you notice that, Derek? That might go by most people's head, but notice how LTD had one on the tape, on both tapes, the snake and the near tape, and they both push exactly the same time. So if there's anybody left in the back, the guy's got to choose one or the other, and the other guy's going to shoot him.
Yeah, because you're not going to have a quick enough draw to get both.
The lesser teams will go one at a time, and the defender has a chance of shooting one at a time and still surviving. That little move right there, even though it didn't come into play, could, and that's just instinct on their part.
Yep. That's from playing many, many times together, knowing where your rest of your teammate is.
In sync, you have to play in sync.
Yes.
No, not the
boys.
Yeah.
I beat you to that
you did.
one. Oh, corny jokes, guys. Corny jokes. We're having fun up here.
Yeah, I told you not to. I told you not to play your iPod.
I got Swift. Wow. Butchered that
Taylor
joke.
Swift,
Yeah.
really? All right, here we go.
All right, LTD off the gray wall
All right.
there.
So, interesting. All right.
Quick.
Oh, okay. I think they got the
There's
pull.
cross elimination there.
One shot, I believe, got the pull, but they got eliminated. Interesting that they didn't go for the center that time. Like, maybe they're just trying to mix it up.
Another elimination in the back there.
And now they control the center.
Action in the middle. See what's going on this way.
Let's see if they know where the flag's at. Running up the snake. Oh.
We got action going on back here.
Oh, they're hunting them down. They're hunting them down. Oh, there we go. It was like sharks in the water. They saw one alive player and they just started running for
They
him.
smell blood.
Blood in the water.
That was quick. I don't even think my camera kept up with them.
Yeah. That wasn't the prettiest game,
No.
but they still won.
It got the points.
When the dust settled, they still won.
All right, we're going to watch LTD take off from the white wall over here.
So keep in mind, guys, even though we don't have replay, we do archive a lot of this, so you can go back and watch this footage. And for the teams that are playing in this and see this later on, use this footage to for game film, to study it,
definitely.
to find out what we didn't see that happening. Or now that realize your mistakes, fix them, realize the things you did right, try to duplicate it, and use it. It's another tool.
Yeah, you've got now 4 months before the tournament happens in July, and where it's really going to count.
The belt's on the line.
All right, LTD off of the white wall. Again, moving quick.
Oh,
not
did you
quite
see that
the same.
dive? Did
Yeah.
you see that? He did like a little.
Oh, again, a quick elimination there for one shot, one kill.
Man.
They go for the flag, but keep getting eliminated in that center.
Well, they got the points. That's for sure. And if they play it smart, they should be able to control it. But I don't see. Oh, here we go. See,
Right on
look
that
at the
wall.
snake. We're either side of the wall. I don't think either one knows it. You got that, Derek? You see that shot?
Yep.
So if you look at the snake, neither one knows about the other one there.
Like right in the
Oh,
center.
now he does. Oh,
Oh, that
I think
was
they missed. Now they
not
both.
quite-
Oh, nice.
Look at that move.
You trade it, so they still control the.
Little bit of
They
action going
still
here.
control the snake.
Cross elimination.
We got chaos everywhere here, guys.
There's that gun. All right.
That was an interesting fight there on the snake. Now they're just being cautious, just in case. Plenty of time. Cleaning the backside. Some teams, not all, but some teams will have a code that when they're in the back, like a code 4 kind of code. So the other teammates know that I'm in the back, don't shoot me, and it's clear.
We are still very early in the day here for the SpeedQB Sunday. We're not seeing as much talkative teams really out there. By the end of the day, we're going to see a lot more of those teams talking. I think everyone's still waking up. We had that time change today, kind of threw a bit of us off for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of a slow start today, but definitely the action's been pretty solid for the get-go.
And keep in mind, there's different forms of communication. The obvious one is obviously verbal and receiving, but some of these really good teams, they'll play off the movement or the positioning of a teammate and know where his next move is ahead of time, and just back him up. Some don't communicate at all.
Yeah.
Which is their downfall.
All right, so we're going to watch one shot, one kill takeoff from that white wall there. They've been going straight for that center point pool real quick. See if they do the same thing here. Let's see if LTD does anything to counteract
No,
it.
LTD is staying away from the center now.
Didn't quite make the slide all the way
That
to
poor
the
guy,
clear.
every run for that snake, every run for that center flag, he's been physically getting abused. And yet, here's another thing, Derek. They knew that was coming. Well, we all knew that was coming. So it looks like LTD decided we're not going to even go for it. We're just going to shoot the lane as he goes in, and then, as you can see, we'll occupy it once we crawl over his dead body.
Yeah, quick elimination right there for sure. And that's the one thing you have to take in consideration. If you're playing 4 games back-to-back with people, you need to switch it up. You cannot take the same approach every single time because
predictability will get you killed.
Yes, as we saw there. And a much quicker elimination. They knew what they were doing on that game. They knew what the other team's motive was and how they were going to approach that. And they took advantage of it.
Being unpredictable is key. And if the other team can predict your moves, then you're already in the hole.
All right, so we've got, right now we're doing a quick little field maintenance going on.
Eric, the one on the right there, is it upside down? See it's not painted on top? Does that help? I don't know if that helps.
Okay, guys, so that was LTD. Who was on this end? Black Sheep and Aoki. Okay. Next lineup. Okay. All right. All right, guys, we're just getting some more information here about the next teams coming up.
So you getting the rhythm of things? What teams
Let's see. Black Sheep and Aoki. And so we're just getting this set up.
They know the refs to find out what team. Good.
Lalo, what team you got?
Okay.
All right, fellas. 1 minute to jump.
Okay. Okay, guys, so Black Sheep is the next team up right now. We just had our runner bring us the next set of teams that are coming up. So if you guys are going to be staying tuned for the broadcast, it looks like we've got TKW versus SCK, SYG versus One Shot One Kill coming up in our 6th game today. We've got LTD versus Union, which should be a pretty good matchup for our 7th game. It looks like, I believe that's an SOAS versus Flex coming up for our 8th game. DHB versus Aoki for the 9th game. And again, we're going to see LTD versus SYG for that 10th game of the day.
So we have a little of a hold up because they're trying to repair the center bunker because it's getting a lot of use today. As you can see, bodies on both sides are running into it every single game. Some with two players running at it. So we had to do a quick little repair. It looks like we're ready to go.
So we've got Black Sheep, and from what we're told, they're not quite full team right now. They've got a couple substitutes coming in to help support them for today.
All right, we got two guys in the center.
Both right to the center.
Somebody just lost the mag. See that mag just go flying along?
Mag just flew.
You might need that. Oh.
Elimination in the center. We still got one more in there.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Action going down here on the run. Looks like we might have full team elimination there. And that's flag placement for Team Aoki. That's also flag pool for them and full team elimination for them. So that's a full 100 points for them.
And keep in mind, 100 points, obviously the most important thing is win your game. But if you're barely squeaking out wins on points, like say you win 50 to 40 or whatnot, right? That may be good enough for that match, but your points are getting accumulated, and if you need 100 points every time to squeak out.
To really put yourself at the top,
right?
yeah.
Exactly. It's not about wins and losses, it's about points. And if you're sitting tight or run out of time because you went for eliminations and not the hang, and again, the hang is 50 points.
Yeah, and so you've got.
This is not elimination.
No, it's not elimination. It's all comes down to points, and if you're just winning by a couple points, that can take you out of the tournament.
And the games are only 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
We got a flag pull from Team Aoki there. We saw Black Sheep just take off from the white wall over there, that white bunker house.
Oh, they're running the tape. They're running the tape. They just took out. Looks like they took a back player. I think they're still intact on the tape here.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't get a shot off.
So basically, they traded. Now they're gaining some ground here on the near sideline.
Again.
Oh, all right. That should clear things up.
Oh.
Okay, now they're doubled up.
Right there. And there's elimination.
Okay, we got one on the far sideline. Let's see if they're smart about it. Oh, here we go in the back.
Oh, and there's looked like a rear shot. And the snake shot also eliminated.
Oh, friendly fire.
That was their own team.
Friendly fire does count, and friendly is points for the other team.
And he is walking off.
So
That was... You got to pay attention to where your teams are. Oh, that was almost again.
So that is not a max, that's for sure, because he just gave away 5 points.
Yeah, for that friendly fire shot.
That's, again, I hate to keep harping on this, but communication is the difference between a good team and an average team.
All right, we got our refs out there checking the field, getting everything set up. Let's see. Camera. Okay, so we're going to watch. And we're watching Black Sheep over here. Again, not their full team, just kind of there with some substitutes playing today. It looks like we got a little bit of confusion going on from Team Aoki on what's going on over here. We're waiting for Team Aoki to get set up.
So I just got word because they won 3 games out of the 4-game set, whether or not we should be playing the 4th.
Okay.
And they are playing, because it is a training game day, so we're going to play the 4th regardless, even though it would only be 3-1 if they did win.
Yeah.
So that was the only questions.
And so
they play the 4th or not.
During tournament, we would probably most likely just eliminate that points and give it to the other team in that situation. Here we go. 2 quick runs to the center.
Oh, nice.
Flag just pulled out from under him.
So that's a weird feeling. When you're on one side of the X and you're looking up to pull the flag, and also the flag disappears, and that's telling you there's somebody on the other side.
Yeah.
Now you're in defensive mode.
Yeah, and what he did wrong was he went to defense. He should have went to the offense and eliminated that guy right away, knowing he was there. Take that attack of surprise, because he just got eliminated much quicker because the other guy knew he was there also.
Now, of course, we're armchair quarterbacks, but if I was in that position, you got to think like the other side of it. If I just pull the flag and I know the guy just reached for it, the natural tendency for the guys to go over the top in that same exact spot and shoot them. If I'm the other guy who didn't get the flag, and knowing this, I would immediately, if possible, get outside that part of the X and get on the other side, outside the X, so when he pops over the top, either I shoot him on the head or I come around.
Yeah.
Because staying in that one spot, he knows where you're at.
You've got to
It's a matter of time who's going to pop up first or trade.
And that's how this game goes. You have to move. I mean, speed is in its name. You have to move quick. You cannot just sit there and bunker yourself, because you are going to get eliminated.
I think I liken it more to speed chess. It's chess, but it's speed chess. So meaning if I'm that center guy, that plan A is to get the flag. I didn't get it. I know the guy's there. What's my next move? And I got to make it now.
Yeah.
I don't have time to sit tight, because that guy knows I'm there and he wants to trade me out.
Make that same play. Yeah.
I'm his immediate threat. He's going to come over the top on me.
Go.
So when you take that center X, you're thinking, is there another guy on the other side? That's your first order of business. Identify if your immediate threat's right next to you. If not, as you can see, he's free to roam on both sides to help do some damage.
Like you got some
as they run the snake.
Side, right there.
Oh, here we go. Come all the way around the corner. This play right here. Oh, nice run. Nice
full team
run.
Elimination from that. I think there was about 3 he eliminated on that run.
Yeah, once he got past that snake, he just ran the table. The problem is with the team that was defending that is they have to know if they lose a snake. Otherwise, your whole team comes down like that.
Yep.
You have to have your head on a swivel. You have a job to do, but you still have to have your head on a swivel.
You can't be one-track minded in this game.
And if you're losing that snake, you got to know that. Otherwise, guess what? Just like what just happened, you get shot in the back. And there's nothing worse than get shot in the back and not even seeing the guy who shot you.
Yep.
I'd rather get shot face to face and just do battle and take my chances, but getting shot in the back is no fun.
All right, so we got CKW? TKW? SCK? Okay. So we got SCK lining up on the white wall, and TKW is going to be lining up on the gray wall. Got a little bit of field maintenance still. We're trying to make sure that center grab is fair for everyone there. So we kind of move this camera around, show you SCK, on that white wall over there. And TKW is going to be right here on this gray wall. Keep an eye on that center there. A little bit of field maintenance going on here. Making sure we get everything right. And everything's safe for everybody.
Also keep in mind, as we get bigger with this, and had already some interest in this, is a lot of airsoft vendors are interested in purchasing some ad time on our broadcast. We're already investigating like branding bunkers on the field. So
yeah, as this sport grows, there's huge potential for a lot of people to come on board. And as you see, there's plenty of empty space here for a lot of these great brands that are out there to put their name up for grabs on this SpeedQB kind of tournament style.
And again, this is just a practice day. We have over 70 players plus spectators. And, of course, the broadcast is reaching out to a lot of people coast to coast and around the world.
Okay, there's a move. TKW
nice.
in the center.
All right, see who pops up. Oh, nice. Oh. Popped up first.
SCK's making that same move that they did last time. With doubling up on the bunker.
Interesting move. You see that? He backtracked.
And pulled it back so they can't get it back from.
So just like we were talking about, if you pull the flag, you know.
Look at, they saw it though, and he's not staying in that one position. You see that was just a quick move again to the other side of the field, so that he's really making this other team think. Smart move. He's down behind a bunker. We can't really see him here.
There's a fine line of moving not enough and too much.
Yes. We'll see.
Looks like he slowed down a little bit.
Hasn't hurt him though.
Right.
Those quick first couple moves were smart enough. And there's elimination from the center there.
So the team on the right committed 2 to the center flag with no flag and lost 1 already. Lost 2 now.
Oh, we've got 3 guys bunkering up here, and he dropped the flag. I don't know if he realized. He doesn't have the flag in his possession right now. It's on the floor. I'm not sure if they realize they dropped it.
We'll see.
So we got a 4v2 it looks like right now. Oh, and there's 2 eliminated. Looks like we got a 2-on-2. SCK came out with that first set of games that they played and really ran the field. This
looks like they found the flag. They acquired the flag.
Well, we're gonna have some action right here.
Flag just ran down the tape, got shot.
Elimination.
Now time is a factor now. One thing you don't see on these teams is they're not paying attention to the time or have watches.
Yeah.
And
there we go.
Yeah, they can get away with that on a training day, but during the tournament, I mean, cost you.
That was a friendly. It looked like that was a friendly fire. That was not. That was actually. Okay, guys. All right, we're switching sides here. TKW on the white wall now. You got. You know what it was? So that, Sonny, that was a team kill, friendly fire kill. His own team killed him. All right, TKW.
Only on the whistle. Back it up. Only the whistle. Only the whistle, gentlemen.
Little bit of confusion. We do have some public play on the other side of the field here, getting a little bit confused on the call. They thought it was for them. We're waiting for that whistle, though. Making a call over here off to the side about what just happened there. If you guys just watched it, own team eliminated his player with the flag, and we had a whistle blown. There was a little bit of a confusion. Okay.
So I don't know if we covered that yet, Derek.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that was a friendly fire and cost them the game.
Yeah. A little bit of a confusion there. I thought we were. Okay, guys. Center flagpole, we missed that. That was my fault there.
But keep in mind, guys, 4 minutes goes by really fast. And it goes really fast if you're not on point as far as what your objective is. And once again, hanging that flag. So getting your possession is only part of the equation, and keeping it.
Full 5 still up for SCK. There's a move back there. He's on the center. We've got 5 still up, and 1 eliminated from SCK right now. All right, he got eliminated.
We have a player that's out of bounds. He's behind the flag station. That's out of bounds.
A little bit of confusion there from that player. Didn't realize he made his way out of the boundaries, so he was eliminated. But it did look like they did get a full team elimination for SCK on TKW. And again, a day like this is all about making those mistakes because you don't want to make the same mistakes during tournament play.
Keep in mind, Derek, that game took 1 minute.
Yeah, that was very quick.
Okay.
30 seconds remaining on the game, 30 seconds.
So again, the best analogy I can give is speed chess.
Yeah, I mean, you've said it already. It's about being quick, but making sure you got those moves 4 steps ahead of you, basically, and knowing where those opponents are and anticipating where those opponents are going to make those next moves.
And if you're picking the right move to make.
Yes.
A lot of these teams will have the advantage. They don't even realize they have the advantage. They're just running around like crazy people. And again, that makes the difference between an average team. Oh, center, he lost a mag. I think that came out of his gun. Maybe not.
Nope. He got that a little. Was I think one.
I don't know if you can see that, but there's a mag
sitting right there behind those pellets
right
in the center of that.
I hope he has more than 1 mag in his gun. More than just one. Oh,
he's eliminated.
Doesn't matter now. That's one way. So we have a flag on the left side of the bunker, and we have a mag on the other side.
Again, we'll see if those teams are aware. They're making a move down.
So right now, the teams, the way their actions, they're fully enamored in the elimination portion of the game. No one's even attempting the flag or even looking
like
for
trying
it.
to clear the field.
Now, what they have to worry about is friendly fire at this point.
Again, we've got a player over here shooting his own teammates again. He's not
lack of communication. It just flag carrier is lost.
And there it is.
All right, now we have flag hang.
He had the same teammate shooting at his own team again, almost eliminating themselves again. So you've got to be aware.
So imagine this scenario, Derek. Say that guy.
Hold on, we're getting the.
Points for every game.
Okay. Okay. So we got one more from these guys.
So to reiterate.
Yeah, it looks like there's one more. They're lining up again. So
Derek, that last scenario. Picture this: that guy, the team. There's nobody left on the team, right? You pick up the flag. You're coming the opposite direction. Your teammate shoots you with the flag. Now, what happens now? They lose. The guys are lose sight of the flag, and now they're looking around for enemy, and the time runs out. Just basically because of lack of communication.
Yeah. One of the big things we've got to take into consideration is some of the players are substituting in for some of their other players. And the tough part is some of these newer, fresher teams aren't fully uniformed out yet. They don't have a set uniform.
Which is even more important.
Yeah.
Because the communication. So sometimes you have to when you're playing, you have to decide whether or not do I need to talk or not talk. Sometimes talking gives your position away, but sometimes not talking gets you shot by your own team. And so you have to make that decision. What's most important, risk and reward?
Yeah. So I would definitely on these type of pickup games, think about getting some of those uniforms you maybe had from your youth soccer days that just went over what you were wearing, so you can all identify what team you're
or there's
on.
maybe a certain code that you yell out.
Yeah.
Or if you want to hearken to the World War II days, lightning, thunder, lightning.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you knew what that code was, so you weren't.
The response had to be a certain response,
Yeah.
otherwise it's not a friendly. And there's another win.
Yep. Okay. So, next team lineup is going to be SYG versus One Shot, One Kill. Okay, guys, so this was second place runner-up for the belt last year. So they're coming out trying to get that belt again. They've got a couple substitutes coming in today. They don't have their full squad playing with them. So there's a couple extra players that they've got coming in to help support them. But we've got SYG versus One Shot, One Kill over there. We're going to watch One Shot, One Kill off that white wall there first.
That's not us.
Nope.
No.
Wait.
False start.
Again, false start. Waiting for that whistle. A little bit of confusion there.
Whistle only. Whistle only, guys.
All right. One shot, one kill.
All right, here we go. Oh, that was a...
and quick elimination. And that's, again, two teams that like to make it for that.
Think about this. The difference, 25 points right there was like literally less than a second pulling that flag. They did eliminate him, but he got the first pull matter of split second, literally a split second.
Elimination on the snake. It looks like cross-field change up.
Oh, SYG just traded out on the snake.
Again.
So I believe the snake is unoccupied.
Yeah, I think we're clear on the snake. We've got one in the center. Let's see what kind of action we've got going.
Controlling the boundaries are more important than the center. And right now, one of the boundaries.
His other side. He did not realize he had two players here. On his right, he was looking to the left. They eliminated that way too easy.
And looks like a clean hang. And we got a hang.
There it is. There's a hang.
That was a very fast-paced game.
Yes. That was less than a minute.
Yeah.
Less than a minute. All right, so now we're going to watch SYG off that white wall.
And again, like speed chess, back to the analogy, it's like you got to know when to trade pieces and what pieces to trade.
Yeah.
Not all pieces are equal value. I mean, the boundaries, the boundaries, high and low, you want to control both of them, if not one of them, but definitely not leave them uncontrolled. Or unoccupied, I should say.
Yeah, we had some quick eliminations there from both teams, making it equal, and then it came down to that 2-1, and that guy in that center just had nowhere to go. He had no support.
Oh, look at that move. Nice move. That was unique.
A very nice trade-off there.
Now,
he said, I'm not going for the flag. I'm going for the elimination.
Yes, that tells me that they did their homework. So, you know what, they knew we were going to send a guy there, and it was more important for them to not have them occupy that center.
Yeah.
So I think SYG is more willing to just control the center from the sidelines as opposed to physically control it. But in order to do that, they were going to have to take that guy out on the break.
Elimination down low.
Excellent move. He almost got away with sliding past it and controlling the center.
There's some movement going on there.
I really like that move a lot because he slid by and he almost got to the pallets safely.
Yeah. He knew where that barrier was for cover.
But his job was to take that guy out, and if he lived, he lived. If not, he did his job.
Smart move, because that left, they got the first pull, they got full team elimination, and they got the hang, giving them full 100 for that.
And again, that wasn't random. That was calculated. I'm sure his teammates knew he was going to do that.
Yep.
And if he slipped past her and lived and eliminated that guy, that was all gravy. They're open for business.
All right, so now we're going to watch SYG from the gray wall now, and we'll switch over and watch One Shot, One Kill from the gray wall on that next round here. But we're going to see how they make that, see if they make the same move again.
Again, it's training day. They're trying things out. Let's see what works and doesn't work. Let's see if other teams are counter punchers or not. SYG is definitely not a counter punching team. They're definitely an offensive team. And if you're playing them, you need to know that. If you can't attack them that same enthusiasm, then you need to be a good counterpuncher. Oh, nice.
Still, with that first grab and elimination. You can see he's moving from side to side of that barrier, up and down, left and right. There, he's making sure he's not staying in that one position. We were just talking about.
I'm not sure if he knows if the X is occupied or not. I'm guessing he does know it's unoccupied.
Yeah, I think he realized that elimination happened.
Maybe, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not focused. I think he realized what was going on there. Oh, there's quick elimination. Moving down that side.
Oh, he's hanging in there. Oh,
Full. And there is full elimination there. SYG's dropped the flag on this other side here. Now they don't know where that flag is. They're looking for it.
yep.
There was no communication where that flag fell.
It happens to the
There
best
it
of
is.
them.
They realize it. He's grabbing it. And just enough time to get that hang, get those points. Full elimination, first flagpole.
It'll cost them a little time, but they still, regroup.
Team and flag hang. So full points on them again. Again, even with a substitute in there for them today, because they don't have their full team,
Right.
they're still showing they know what to do out on that field. They are the runners-up from last year. They were second place against LTD, so I mean they're going to be rushing these next 4 months to really get themselves back up to that top of that list. They want that belt back. All right, so let's watch one shot, one kill off of this gray wall. We watch them off the white wall for their first round. We're going to watch them on the gray wall here. Again. Quick maneuver.
Oh, here we go. Nice.
Much better performance there. They got the flag and the elimination on that center.
So SYG, the center man didn't go completely to the bunker, and the reason why he did that was to get a good angle on a guy on the sideline here. But by doing that, though, he exposed himself to the center, his mirror on the center, meaning the opposing guy in the center, and got shot out without any fight.
It looks like we've got a 3-on-2 right now. And full elimination. One shot, one kill was able to get a full elimination on SYG there.
And again, I think the SYG's trying a lot of different things because it's practice. Make no mistake about it, they don't like to lose, but they're here to try different things because they're not going to experiment during the tournament. They want to experiment now.
I would say, from watching those first 3 games, they got the full 300 points between those 3 games against giving one up to one shot, one kill. I think they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, and hopefully One Shot doesn't realize that this is just a practice game, and that it's just a it's good to get a win under the belt, but it's still just a practice game.
Yeah. Awesome, thank you. So, just got our runner, let us know. LTD is back on the field. They're going to be going up against Union. Union will be starting on the white wall. There you go. We got LTD over here.
Yeah, so whoever thought LTD were a bunch of hams? Yeah, everybody.
They are the belt holders, guys, so they're out here. Everyone wants a piece of them. Everyone wants to try and get at them. Everyone wants that belt from them.
Sometimes, as they say in a lot of different other sports, it's not getting to the top, it's trying to stay on top is the hard part. Now you have a bullseye on your forehead.
Yeah.
Practice or otherwise.
Yeah, this is just practice, but everybody wants a piece of them. Everyone knows that they're the top competitor. Everyone wants to see what their style is, so when it comes to tournament, they're going to help eliminate them. So we're going to watch Union over here off that white wall for this first run here.
So I'm curious to see how they're going to play the center. I'm guessing Union's going to send at least 2 to the center, and we'll see if Figgy goes to the center on LTD or he's going to bypass the center. I'm guessing he's going to bypass it.
Yeah, the first couple games that we saw them, Figgy was that center man.
Okay, LTD. Okay, yeah, Union says 1. And like I said, LTD bypassed it.
Yeah. LTD took the safe approach and set up like we saw on last SpeedQB Sunday, taking that rear.
But if you look down, Figgy here on the near sideline here is very aware of center bunker. He's peeking inside of center, and every now and then looking outside. But I think he basically is trusting his back guy to watch that outside as he's looking to get that kill on the inside flag carry. He's very aware of the center, and he's aware where he wants to. Now the center's aware of him.
It seems like everyone's woken up. Everyone's a little bit more vocal now.
So here's the key there. Here's the key right now. If Figgy and the center player do battle, who's going to win that battle? Because once that person's eliminated, it opens things up big time for either team.
So we've got 2 down on our right side here going against. It looks like we've got 2 more.
My guess is that Figgy's going to realize that and move down the tape sideline. As soon as he realizes that it's free, he's going to move down the sideline. Let's see if I'm right. But he's still aware of that center X.
I don't think we've had anybody eliminated. I think we still have a 5-on-5 going on here.
I think he wants to move down the sideline to take out the X, but only when it's safe to do so. You can tell Figgy's like really.
We've got one elimination from Union.
I think Figgy's very anxious here. He's very fidgety. He doesn't like to stay put. Okay, now we're going to move down the sideline. See, he wants to take out the center guy.
There was elimination. Figgy was
and he died, taken out. He was closer than he thought.
See, we've got some action going on right here in front. Yeah, it looks like we still got...
Oh, here we go. Traded in the center.
Let that elimination go. Took that centerman out. Now we've got both sides controlled by both teams here.
I think
maybe
we have one LTD.
3-on-1.
We'll see.
And there's
time runs out. Time runs out. Communication's key to speed it up. You got to know how much time is left. And even if you don't know how many are alive, time will dictate your actions. Even if you got 2 on 4 and you have the 2.
That was...
Losing when time runs out and just alive, that's a kiss of death.
That was one of the slowest games we've seen because both teams did not push the way we've seen them in the past. Union went for the flagpole, but did not go for that quicker movement that they're known for. And LTD stayed back and kind of just, both of them just hung back, trying to just get those easier kills. And
but they both got hurt. If this was a tournament, they both got hurt on points because time ran out.
Yes.
They left 50 points on the table. So even if you're outnumbered, look at your watch. You should have a watch. And dictate enough time to, like, if it doesn't work, if we attack these guys, the other team doesn't have enough time to hang the flag.
Yeah.
But by letting time run out and having guys alive, you basically shot yourself in the foot.
Yep, exactly. All right, so now we're going to watch LTD come off that white wall.
Okay, here's my guess, my predictions. Figgy goes to the center this time. I think he's antsy. And he's had enough of the sideline. He's going for the center. This is my guess.
Let's see if your prediction's right. I mean, that last game, they just kind of played it slow. They might just make that push this time.
If Figgy made that push that last game on the sideline, they would have been in good shape. But he misjudged how close their opposing sideline player was.
Yeah.
And was eliminated.
All right, so we're going to definitely see.
Oh, he's going sideline again. He likes the sideline.
Union quick to that center.
All right.
Cool. Yeah.
So
LTD's taking a little bit of a more relaxed approach on them right now. I think they're still filling them out.
Okay, see, center. See,
there it is.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, with the elimination.
So Figgy took the center as a secondary move, and just as timing has it, the Union guy got taken out. So the flag is to be taken. Center is controlled by LTD without any sacrifice.
All right. So Union.
But the flag is a hard one to get now for them because they got to go on the other side on the floor to get it.
So for you guys not too familiar with this type of gameplay, you can see one of the players from Union is on that X bunker in the back, and he's yelling out where he's noticing those rest of the players from LTD moving to, making sure the rest of his team knows where to get cover to. Smart move by them. Great communication by them, and that's one of the things you're not going to see on some of the entry-level and novice teams doing, and having someone basically kind of watch that whole field, playing Overwatch basically.
Okay, so the way they're spread out now, Union is giving up half the field. They control the top sideline in the center, but this near sideline is wide open, which is LTD is taking advantage of right now.
Movement down low.
Nope, they just took out their back guy.
One elimination.
Yeah, you left the sideline alone. Now they just traded.
There's a trade. We missed that trade on camera there.
Okay, now it's a matter of time.
There we go. They're cleared. They're grabbing flags.
Find the flag. And that is a hang.
All right.
They left one sideline unattended, and it cost them.
All right, so it looks like we got a substitute here for LTD for their fifth man. All right. We're watching LTD take off from that center mass on that gray. We'll see if they make a move for that center. Yep, there's that quick move to the center. Elimination of that center. Smart. Two guys moving forward, knowing that their Union was going to send someone. We saw that happen in their first game also. You can hear them calling out onto that field. They've got how many they've eliminated, how many more they've got. Elimination there. Okay, guys, I just had a drink of water real quick. Locked off that camera. All right. One shot, one kill. That move to that center there. I don't know if you saw it, Sonny, on that last game. LTD did the same approach they did against one kill, and knowing that they were going to make that center pull from the opposite team, they sent two players up to eliminate that guy going for that flag again.
So even if they traded, they still occupied it when the dust settled.
Yes.
So that goes back to the predictability.
Yes.
They did a homework. It's like you're too predictable, you're going to get counterpunched.
Look at, we've got the guy in the center.
Now that's interesting. Look at this.
Pulling the flag. He's not giving away his position. No one. Oh, yes. There's it. They just told him to pull it. The rest of the team gave it.
See?
All right, and
now that's interesting.
Knowing he's there with the elimination.
So keep that in mind. They realized that they knew LTD was looking at that flag when they don't have it, and that it was going to elicit a reaction. Yeah. And obviously, you see how fast when they pull that flag, how all the moving LTT side, and they send a guy right to the center.
They went right for it, knowing. But that was an interesting move from Union to not pull it right away.
They knew that.
Yeah.
But here's smart. Now, granted, a little smart initially. However, they were playing checkers. They're playing chess. They realized when I pull that flag, cover the zones leading to the X, then shoot them as they come in because they know they were going to come in.
Yeah.
So they needed to go another move further than that.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was smart that they knew that it would start a reaction, chain reaction. They need to go a little further with it.
Yeah, they knew that reaction was going to happen. They didn't know what to do with that reaction.
So you teams at home that watch this later on, keep that in mind. That flag pull, he controlled it. It had a reaction. How are you going to deal with that reaction?
We've got some action going on the snake.
Oh.
There's elimination there. Look at. Looks like we've got 2 LTDs on the snake, and we've got 3 Unions. Nope. We've got
so interesting. We're literally playing sideline to sideline.
Yep. Elimination and double elimination.
Okay. Hang on. Let's see what we got. Now time's a factor now.
All right. Knew where that flag was. Making a smart move. Going for that hang.
That was a hang.
There it is. He took the risk. He felt that the field was clear, and he went for the hang. So it's a 2-2 point on this, so they're going to do a tiebreaker between LTD and Union here. Nice matchup, really good matchup. Yeah, we're going to see how this tiebreaker goes.
So they always play a 4-game set unless it's 2-2, then they'll play a 5th game for a tiebreaker. And in some cases, technically the points won't be tied 2-2, but the wins will be tied 2-2. And just to make sure that it's a clear-cut winner, they play a 5th game.
All right, so we're watching LTD on the gray wall here. And we got Union lining up on the white wall. They played 1 shot, 1 kill earlier in the day already. And we will have a matchup between SYG and LTD later on today. They are going to be our 10th match of the day. They were first and second place last year's belt or tournament. LTD does hold the belt, so we'll see how they go up against each other. There's Union off and making a change this time. Not going for the center flag. So on that start there, Union made a little bit of a change and didn't go for the center flag. It looked like they were going to go for it and then change direction real quick. They might saw one of the.
You know what? I like how Union's trying to mix it up. Whether they're hitting or missing, it doesn't matter. They're trying something different. Yeah. Trying to be unpredictable, and that's I like that. I like that way of thinking.
Let's see, we got a little bit of action going down low here. Moving to that center.
So I also like the fact that LTD is adapting because almost, I would say, 80% of the teams are sending someone, if not multiple people, to the center flag on their break. And people expect LTD to do the same likewise, so they're trying different things to counteract that, using it as a secondary move, not a primary move.
Yeah. And so we've got 1 elimination from Union. We still have all 5 up for LTD. And again, we'll see if time comes a factor here because we're not seeing those quick moves. We've got 2 going on the bunker here for LTD. And on our backside.
So communication is key now. When things settle down, you got to call out the positions.
Okay, so we're going to try and get the field. LTD is going to be running this field right now.
One bad habit I see right now in Union is all 3 of their guns are shooting in the same direction. Nobody's looking on the tape.
There's elimination. There's elimination. There was 1 killer run right there by Figgy, eliminating all 3 with that flag and then placing it.
And that was just basically a bum rush them. Yeah. Once you have the numbers and you know where the opponents are to bum rush them, where to attack, you just threw bodies at them and you trade it out and you had people left over.
Yeah, we saw that happen earlier where they're moving in sync. And Union was watching the right side over here move and not paying attention as Figgy made that move on the left to eliminate
But here's the key element. They did that after they determined where they were.
Correct.
A lot of teams are doing this, but they're not sure, or everybody on your team is not sure on the same page where the last 2 guys are.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 of your guys might know, but not all of them. Every guy on your team needs to know where the remaining players are before you make a move like that.
Flex. Okay, so thank you. Our runner just let us know we have Flex lining up on our gray wall and SOAS is lining up on our white wall. All right, guys. So
they're trying to do something new here. We're gonna get a ref right above the center station, but also most importantly, the teams can see the ref a little clearer, and no confusion as far as the start of the game or who's starting the game. They're making a quick little repair on the snake. Snake's getting a lot of use today, as always.
Watching Flex here on the gray wall. Let's see how they move. Seems like the other team came out of the gate much quicker. Already on that center
we lost 1 here on the left. Both teams are very conservative.
Ooh, that was a BB to my finger. I just got hit up here on the tower.
You signed the waiver, right, Derek?
I did sign the waiver today.
I don't want to hear it.
That is a hazard of the sport up here, I guess. I thought I was safe, everybody.
And next week we'll be on the sideline. We got a runner here on the sideline. Great position. Smart that he held up. So because he's held up, the guns are turned on him, and that opens up the other side if they're smart.
Yeah. Well, they did. We saw someone.
Right, but now let's see if they take advantage of it. Oh,
There's that one.
and they left points on the table.
They did not.
But they did win the game.
They got the flag. They should have checked those corners and eliminated.
So that was a smart move. The near sideline, as you can see, the opponents turned their guns on him, and they were in tunnel vision the whole time, which allowed them to either come on the other side to hang the flag, which they did, or they should have took some eliminations before they hung it.
Yeah.
Because they have their backs.
And you
Almost
can
fired.
tell by some of the more novice teams or younger teams here, they're worried about the time. The time can be a problem for you, but if you are familiar with that time,
Have a watch. Don't guess. Just look at your watch. Hey, I got plenty of time. Let's do this. Right?
All right.
If you don't have time, run it. Get what you can.
We are playing down a man 4-on-5 right now. Quick move to the flag. Flagpole, there's one eliminated. 2 eliminated, walking off right there. We've got all 4 of them pushing here. It looks like they were pushing pretty evenly, and now they're going for that elimination.
It's very easy to attack 1 potato, 2 potato, one at a time.
Yeah.
It's the better teams that synchronize their
Nice
push.
little fancy slide there for the flag hang there.
Yeah, there's
There's a little bit of showmanship there.
nothing wrong with that.
I don't think it was necessary, but I mean, it was cool looking.
Nice. Say hi to mom on camera.
So if you guys are just joining us for the broadcast, we are in Tax City, Fullerton, California, here for the SpeedQB Sunday. It is a practice day leading up to July's actual SpeedQB tournament. Oh, there was a quick elimination.
Point blank.
He made all the way across our field and was not paying attention to it and got eliminated for it. Some elimination on the backside there. Nice little run and elimination there. There was a quick exchange. There's your run for the flag hang. It's like a ref was liking some of that gameplay there. Giving some praise to some of those players.
We're going to free up your ref for the sideline, so you have 2 on each side. Do this, assign 1 for each station, so he doesn't have to go like this. Your other ref is coming over here in a minute.
So guys, you might have been hearing a little bit of that. We are trying to get these refs used to this type of style of play. They are the mercenaries. They are a MilSim team that we've hired out to come out and do the reffing. So there is no favoritism here. We want to make sure by the time we get to July, everyone's on board for this event. So everybody in the end has a fair chance of winning that belt from LTD. Danny, check our Facebook. Our SpeedQB Sundays are happening every month till July for our tournament. So if you don't have a team, you can make it down here, and we'll set you up on a team to get some practice in and get some play for sure. They don't realize what's happening. Elimination. They did not check their rears on that. You had this player in the gray able to make a move all the way on our far side around that snake with no conflict and came all the way around and was able to eliminate two players right in the back. The flag now. Flag captured.
Looks like they're going to make it in time. We got to hang.
All right, so 3-1, guys.
Okay, we got a runner coming up to see who's next.
Awesome, thank you. So guys, on our white wall, we have Captive coming back out to play. And that's going to be the guys in maroon here, and it looks like they do have a substitute for them, someone filling in to help make that full 5v5. And we have Team Aoki over here on our gray wall. You know, I'm not too familiar with Team Aoki. They might just be one of the pickup teams. All right. They did grab that flag first. Captive is a little bit more of a team that's been around for a little bit longer, and you can see a little bit more experience. A little bit of movement going down from. Got a nice little movement.
Oh.
I'm not sure if the camera captured that, but that was an interesting slide back there. Trying to get that kill. I think we're 2-on-1 right now.
Sometimes when it's down to this, it leaves you alone with your thoughts. Yeah. Do I move? Do I don't move? How many guys are left? Am I alone? So we got how much time is left?
Movement on the back of the snake over there. We'll see if
okay, so they both know.
Aware of them. They both know where they're at.
No secret.
So I think we're just 1-on-1. I think if we had
now here's the thing, Derek. It goes back to the old adage: make them look when and where you want them to look.
Yes.
So see how they both tuck down? One of them needs to figure out, once the other guy's down, to change his position to get the advantage. If you stay in the same bunker where the guy saw you last, you've gained that. Okay, there we go. The snake guy just gained an advantage. Just like
he
I
was
said.
Aware of him the whole time over here on this.
He's posted on him.
Yeah. Oh, there's some movement.
But now,
not a shot.
Now he's guessing. See.
And eliminated.
And here's another thing. It's very predictable that they're going to come all the way on the back. You can get the last guy from multiple angles, not the same path that everyone takes over and over again. Predictability.
Some people just play favorites to those sidelines there and feel comfortable knowing there's a back to their wall.
Some guys who shoot on one side of the bunker because they're right-handed.
Yeah.
Right? That's their dominant side.
All right. Okay, so they got the flagpole full elimination.
Hold on, but get two of you guys over here now. Now you have. I got somebody doing that. That's why I pulled him over. So, I need one of you guys over here. basically shape a zone. So that guy, that corner has 50-yard line back from center over.
Go up and down. Johnny, you're on this side. So, already inside.
We're having our refs. There's 5 refs total on the field right now. One dead center here watching that flagpole, making sure those center shots are counted. And we've got refs on every corner here, making sure everyone's playing fair, calling their hits. We want to make sure everything is regulated with this kind of tournament, so there's no question on who's actually winning this. There goes Captive right there. Not quite all the way for that flag. Yeah, Team Flex able to grab that flag for the first pull. I'm sorry, Team Aoki is up. Oh, there was elimination there.
Oh,
Got someone in the snake.
taking them out.
And there was elimination from the snake.
All right, so they control both sidelines, which is key. Now
Watching
they're going
that
to clean
move.
up on the flag. Don't be stupid. Oh, they just lost. They said they just lost the advantage on one sideline. And it wasn't called for.
Yeah, you didn't have to move that quickly.
Okay, so now we have one. No,
We've got
All right, here we go.
3 from
Your
Captive.
sideline. If they play it smart. Oh, he didn't play it smart. Interesting. Ah,
They rushed. Again, coming to that time, you kind of panic. You kind of think, oh man, I'm out of time. I got to make a move now. Sometimes you just have to be patient with it.
I mean, think about it. Running to the back. What's the point unless there's nobody back there? If the flag is at the center, or the flag could be won, the game can be won. Why are you bypassing the key component to the game?
And there goes.
Just to run in the back because that's what everybody else does. Be smart.
And now Captive making sure the field's eliminated, going back for that flag, and now going for the hang.
That's a game. Who do we have on deck, Derek? Remember?
I will have to double check our listing. As I check that listing, looks like we might have DHB versus Aoki. No, Aoki's on the field right now. I'm not sure.
This is Captive and Aoki, right?
Captive and Aoki are right now on the field.
Okay, we'll have to wait for the runner to update us on the next set.
We had a couple changes on it, so I don't think our list that we have up here is 100% right now. We're going to see Captive on this white wall over here.
These guys are getting a lot of games in for $10.
Yeah. And what's really nice about SpeedQB Sundays is another $10 tip in the rest of the night.
Yep.
That could be a 13-hour day of airsoft for some of these players.
Exactly.
I know I can't hang all day. There's no way.
Got a good, interesting battle from the center here.
Yep. Look at, he doesn't realize there's one on the other end.
No, he just realized now. But he traded.
Well, trade elimination there.
So here's an interesting topic. When it comes to trading pieces, right? Don't trade just to trade. The ultimate is to take a guy out without getting taken out. I mean, that's what the goal is. But if you have to, at the very least, to obtain the position,
Get shot in the
right? But some guys go at it like be smart about some. Sometimes you could have gone at it at a different angle and it would have been a total win-win.
It was right there. That was both elimination. Wasn't quite necessary. We've got the guy on the wood wall not realizing there's elimination. Look at that. He was able to sneak right up on
He
him.
surrendered him, but unfortunately we don't do surrenders on SpeedQB.
Yeah.
So he had to shoot him in the arm.
He was trying to be nice. He didn't. He was trying to be like, hey, I'm not going to shoot you up close, but you have to eliminate him.
So there are some good guys out here, guys. So just keep that in mind. We're trying to,
I will say 98% of the people out here are here to have fun and enjoy it. It's those 2%ers that kind of ruin it for the sport, and we eliminate them.
Oh, we'll find them.
Yeah, we'll find them.
You will make yourself known, and we will find you.
And you guys won't be playing. And that's the thing. We don't want a negative atmosphere for this kind of environment. We regulate everything here, so everyone's having a good time. Everyone knows, and like you just saw right now on camera, he was trying to surrender, but hey, you have to eliminate him. It's a game of elimination.
The walk-on rules kind of kicked in, and for a moment he realized he was in SpeedQB.
Yeah. But guys, it is a game of honor. We know you guys try to call your hits the best you can, but stuff happens. That's why we do have the refs out there to make sure everyone's playing as fair as they can. The adrenaline's up on these kind of events. Your mind's going in 100 different directions with everything going on. So, I mean, sometimes, yeah, we have to have the refs out there and enforce the rules, but for the most part,
drop mag right on the break.
Plays pretty fair. There's that run to that center. Eliminated into that center again.
Center was eliminated. Back corner eliminated.
There it goes. Ooh, there was a shot right through that window. Captive did not see him from that angle.
4 they lost. They should be cleaning up on them now. Oh, friendly fire.
Friendly fire on the back.
Cost them 5, but shouldn't cost them the game. Now they're searching.
No, that cost them the game because
No, I'm talking about captive. I mean, they friendly fire them.
No, the other team friendly fired each other. They eliminated. Captive did not. It was the other team eliminated their own 2 players.
I see.
They
were running back. They were running backwards. Okay.
Exactly. It
the
was
direction they were running threw me off.
Yeah. Hey, Miguel, how's it going? Thanks for joining us on the stream here. But yeah, there was an elimination from the opposite team of 2 of their players, leaving Captive with an empty field.
So apparently they were running from the back corner to the other corner.
They made a complete loop already around.
I guess to push or to run away from the attack and got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. A technique you don't see that often here so far that at least I haven't seen is when you have your 2 back corners occupied and having the back guys shoot across the field to the sidelines, meaning this. You typically see a guy in the back corner shooting down that sideline and just like an alley, just shooting down that sideline. Where the problem with that is it exposes you to getting shot from the guy who's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Where if you cross up, meaning if you're in the backhand, don't shoot down the sideline you're on. Shoot at the sideline that's across from you, and your other guy will do the same to watch your sideline.
Yes. Okay. So, guys, we just got from our runner, TKW will be on our gray wall to start over here. And we will be having Black Sheep on our white wall over here for the start.
And Black Sheep is wearing black.
Black. Yeah. And, I mean, that's one of the things that's a nice camouflage about indoor because the lighting can be beneficial to you. Some of the corners can be a little darker. Some of the barriers can be a little bit darker. But, as you noticed from the other team is wearing all black as well for the most part. And there can be a little bit of confusion.
Yes, camouflage really doesn't come into play, of course, but as far as recognizing your own teammates is big.
To the center.
That was a Malcop run.
Not a glorious slide like we've seen in the earlier games.
Was that Malcop running to the center bunker? He looks a lot thinner than I remember.
He did get the flag, though. It looked like he dropped the mag.
I would love to see somebody do a Malcop run from like 50 feet away,
all the way.
And crawl it.
And get the rest of the way.
That'd be nice.
I don't think he realized he dropped a mag, though.
Well, if he stays in the game too much longer, he will realize it.
Not for the right reasons, though.
And again, bang bang and surrenders do not count. So,
but if you do have a rubber knife on you, those do count. You got to get real close though for those rubber knives.
Actually, they don't, Derek.
Oh no, it said in the. I thought we in the rules knife kills counted. No, did I read that wrong?
That may be the older version.
Okay,
yes.
I might have the old rules. Sorry, guys. So knife kills do not count in this game.
Not that you'll see one out here, anyways, but.
Edwin, some of the teams that are out here right now, we do have LTD out playing today. We do have SYG, Captive, Union. We have TKW.
One shot,
one kill is out there. TKW and Black Sheep is out here on the field right now.
And there's a few other kind of very, very new teams.
SA is another team. I'm trying to think of who else is on our list. SCK is another team that's out here. And a couple other just pickup teams that don't have a name. They're just kind of grouped up together to get a chance to play this type of event here. And it is a practice day today. There is nothing on the line besides pride and bragging rights. which can be a little bit better than a belt sometimes. But we
Sure.
will be having SYG and LTD, your winner and runner-up from last tournament, coming out again and having a nice little matchup. They should be coming up on maybe the next game or in the next 2 games.
So also on that note, Derek, for any teams that are watching this after the fact, they're actually competing today. Feel free to send us any kind of information about your team, because some of the teams we're just learning about as we go. Send us, email us like a 1-page or a little short bio of your team, sponsors, how many players, and whatnot. And we'll be sure on the next broadcast to let our viewers know something about your team when you come up to play.
Yeah, so we're seeing that same interesting approach from TKW. They're running for that center flag. He likes to grab that flag and then move out of that position. It cost him there. He wasn't able to get right into the best cover, but he's getting himself out of that initial line of fire that people expect him to be at.
Okay, now we're playing sideline across sideline. Oh, another mag on the floor.
Not sure where that elimination came from. If it was a friendly fire.
No, I think there's one in the back left corner, or there was.
Again, having black uniforms with
Yes.
other teams' black uniforms, I'm getting a little mixed up on what team was what. But it looks like Black Sheep did take that one on that.
Right, and keep in mind when we go tournament, we will probably have one team banned or not banded. So if for some reason the teams look alike, the referees will be able to distinguish who's who.
Correct.
But as a team, you would think that you want to stand out a little bit more for your own sake, because you're really gambling that every single guy on your team will always make that right decision, friendly or non-friendly.
Yes. So, Edwin, yeah, it was a pretty big outcome today. Our SpeedQB Sundays usually bring out quite a bit of the local teams right now. We got about 80 players roughly out here, maybe right on the edge of getting to 100. Move to that center. That was a much better slide this time around.
Much better. No, was it Paul Marks?
Malkop.
Malkop, yeah.
Again, moving out of cover. Not so gracefully, but, I mean, it's effective. Now, the only drawback to moving like that and the rest of your team not knowing where you're at.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
If you drop that flag or get eliminated.
You've basically given the flag to that team on their territory.
And that's
and
just what
to happen.
So and now,
again, I keep beating that drum. I don't like the flag carrier leading the push. They get too excited.
Again, that's, I think, more of that younger team and novice team just feeling that they need to get those points, not understanding the chess aspect of it.
It's most important to control the flag at all times.
Okay. And again, trying to make that run.
Controlling doesn't necessarily mean possessing it.
Yeah. Now, we'll see how this comes into play, because that flag is just sitting there.
It's 50 points sitting right there on the floor. Think about that, half your points. You could be losing this game, but if you hang that flag, you've salvaged something.
All right, now that player just walked right over it. I don't know if he realized that was a flag right there on the floor.
Now, why they do that, I don't know, because eventually you have to go pick it up. Why would you not?
And there was an elimination.
Adrenaline's a funny thing, Derek. That's all I got to say. You're in the moment. I see a lot of stupid things that just don't make any sense.
All right, so we've got
right now.
2 players back.
Time is the battle.
They're not moving. I think they're a little too nervous to get out. They're staying on that back wall. They need to make
this is where communication is key, right?
Oh.
So that
smart move by the other team, staying bunkered.
And he didn't. See. So they decided to move, but they went 1 potato, 2 potato, and then even when the opposing player showed himself, the other guy didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
And if that's going to happen, you need to be able to pick it up to counterattack it, so that you're the last one standing.
I even fell for that trick being up here. I did not know that player was still there. I thought they had full team elimination. He did a really good job.
So the correct way to do that, if you have your last two and you're not sure and you're moving up, like I was talking about crossing up, if you're the last two in a stationary position in the back line, you watch the guy in front. You watch in front of your guy, and vice versa, so that if you get in a firefight, you're still standing.
You can still engage, and
Exactly.
if that guy, your guy, gets eliminated, then you
and at least and you know where he's at.
Him, yeah,
because you're looking at the movement.
Exactly.
So you cross it up. That's basically what you do.
Smart move from the Black Sheep team there. They did run out of time, though. That was the only drawback to making that kind of call out there. So we're seeing Black Sheep off of that gray wall here. And here we go. Oh, all right. So we know there's two there on that. Ooh.
Oh, both. They both traded.
Yep, traded shots there.
So once again, when the team on the left pulled the flag, that elicited a reaction from the other guy because he saw the flag disappear. Oh, there must be a guy on the other side. The minute I take that flag, I'm popping to the outside of it. So this guy's, because I know he's going to pop over the top in that spot.
Yep.
Right? And that should be an automatic kill for you. But no, they stay in the same spot and wait for the guy to come over the top to either trade at the very least or get eliminated.
Now,
Makes no sense whatsoever to me.
I don't know. There was one on the snake. I'm not sure if they eliminated him, but we got 4 pushing on.
I think he's
at least
still there.
2 or maybe 3.
Let's see.
Okay, one's eliminated off that back brown wall there. I think he's done.
So they got one guy.
Yeah, there was a full elimination there. All right.
Yep.
And they got the flag drop. All right. Again, even up here where we can see the whole field, it's very easy to get lost on where those players are, and that's huge to know where those players are.
Keep in mind also for experienced teams, it seems like a lot of chaos and noise, but when you're in it, there's such a thing as zeroing in your hearing. Okay.
So, guys, if you heard that from the runner, we have LTD and SYG coming out onto the field right now. They are first and second place. From last year, LTD does have the belt. SYG came up runner-up last year. So we're going to get these guys for a nice little friendly match here. Again, trying to get a feel for everybody and figure out the moves, because right now, this is practice. This is all practice. This is where you're going to see what moves work, what moves don't. We saw SYG trying some stuff out that we don't usually see from them earlier in the thing.
Also keep in mind, like we did, like we said last broadcast, these teams know each other really well, and even though it's practice, they still want to win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's that break.
They want to fix their muscle.
There's a whole month before the next.
They want to show them
SpeedQB
something different.
Sunday. Oh, wait, what happened? There was a little bit of a confusion there. There was a whistle blown, but there was.
5 seconds to the whistle. That only got 5 seconds, and then. Back it up, guys. Back it up. Go. Back up. Reset.
A little bit of confusion there.
Facing the right way, right? Then you tell them 5 seconds on the whistle. Guns against the wall. Against the wall. Guns. Guns. Guns.
He's got it. There we go. All right. A little bit of more clarity on that whistle there. A little bit of a mix-up.
We had a little switch on the refs. Yeah, it's a training day for them as well.
Training day for them as well. All right. So no one moved for that flag on this one here. You've got one elimination from LTD already off the backside.
Okay, there goes Figgy.
Move for a flag and elimination. Whoa. One eliminate.
Interesting. They went
Make
all the way back.
All the way back to make sure that flag is in their territory.
Again, control the flag, right? I think one of the key spots is we have an LTD player on the inside of the side of the snake, which I think is a really key spot.
Yeah.
Because you can control the snake on the outside and also the center of the field.
Let's see. There's that move.
But I don't think he's got a back guy.
Oh, he
They're
just went
bypassing
down.
him.
He did not even see him.
They got one.
Oh, and he eliminated. Did not even see him there. He's tucked in there real good.
Because it's a.
They don't see him.
They still don't see him.
Full elimination. Oh, they did not get the shot there. So SYG's got the
Did they
flag.
get him? Is he still
and again, yep, he's still up. He's out. There he goes. He moved. He saw some movement coming this way. He moved out on that run there. So SYG did the smart thing. Like you said, do not push your flag runner to the front and lead that charge.
It's like a VIP game.
Yeah.
Why would you send the VIP in the front as a shield?
You're going to lose. That's how
Hand him the
go.
VIP, right?
Yeah.
No,
So-
he's behind layers of protection.
Yeah.
If you're the guy the team doesn't like to hold back, or at least can't hold back, then don't take the flag.
And so that was smart. They moved all the way to the back. Their flag runner did not move till that field was.
Until he gets the okay, that's time to move up. Exactly.
So full team elimination. Full flag pulled second actually, because we did have LTD get the. No, there was full elimination actually before that. He got eliminated before the flag pull. So SYG got the flag pull, and it looks like we've got a substitute coming in for SYG. LTD making a little bit of a different move here.
Okay, so notice he didn't go for the flag. Again, we talked about action-reaction. Pulling that flag will elicit a reaction. So right now, SYG, unless they saw him go into the center flag station, doesn't know for sure if anybody's there.
Yeah.
Because by leaving the flag there, they think maybe it's not occupied.
So one of the tricks to be effective there is to stay low. So if you can make that move and stay low and stay undetected through those barriers, you can get there and the other team won't know you're actually there.
And again, they're still controlling the flag.
Yeah. That's why that slide comes into effect, is because that slide can help hide your silhouette to the other team and get you there without someone knowing you're actually there. So that flag was pulled.
Oh,
right there on the snake.
Oh, in the back.
Elimination in the back.
That was a captive player that's playing with SYG that game.
Yeah. They are down a couple players right now for SYG. They have a couple players out with some injuries and a couple players out on vacation. And for a training day like this,
let's see if we get a friendly fire. Let's see. Nope.
Nope. I don't think we'll get a friendly fire from an LTD. I think they're a little bit more experienced.
Well, it does happen. Just keep that in mind. It's rare, but it does happen. So that they left.
So
they
there
were
was a trade-off there. We've got one for SYG, one for LTD on that one. Full team elimination. Flag pull did go to LTD first on that one also, and you did have the flag hang. So there's the full 100 points between both teams on first match and second match. Okay, so SYG's playing down a man right now. Wait. Okay, so actually, they got their fifth man in.
They're playing 5-on-5 or 5-on-4?
There was a penalty.
Who gave the penalty? Who gave the penalty? Did our refs give the penalty? There's no penalty. They don't get penalties. You guys get penalties, right? 5. Give them 5. Give them 5. It's a practice day. Give them 5. You guys don't get penalties. They do. If they missed it, they missed it. Got it?
So a little bit of confusion going on there. There was penalty. A little bit of confusion going on. There should have been 4-on-5 because of a penalty. LTD was calling for a penalty. Our refs did not see a penalty. We're not 100% sure what's going on. We'll get some clarification, kind of let you guys know what happened there. That flag just fell.
All right.
Oh, this is madness everywhere.
chaos.
Madness.
I don't know where to turn
Wild
the camera
Wild
right
West.
now. There were shots coming from every direction. I think LTD was a little bit upset about that penalty not being called.
Well, it's a practice day,
Yeah.
and we had to get clarification.
Yeah, that center
LTD,
ref
just
did
because
not
LTD feels there's a penalty, unless
None
the
of our
refs
refs
called it, then
exactly.
they can go pound sand.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that whether the penalty should have been called or not. That's a ref's decision.
Yeah.
But that's where we're just clarifying if the refs call the penalty, by all means, they go down player. But they said no.
Yeah.
And again, it's a practice day. If it was a tournament, obviously we get that.
Get it all clarified. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, I'm like, the game's still on. LTD was being a little bit more cautious there. One guy. Looks like we got full elimination only time.
Time ran out.
So it was a little bit of a confusion there. There was full elimination except for one player of the LTD team still surviving, and he did not make the move quick enough.
So guys, if one team's agreed, ref. If one team agrees to play with only 4, and they want to play against 5, that's fine. As far as penalties, you guys get the penalty. I'm not standing for. What's that?
No.
No, you guys, if there's a penalty being applied, then you guys apply it. Not because they feel a penalty is vice versa, right? That's why I was clarifying. If you feel there should be a penalty and you play with 4, then it's your call, not their call, right?
Okay, guys, we got LTD here on the gray wall. SYG making that move for that flag quick, but getting eliminated for it.
And that wasn't too risky because the flag still remains on their half of the field. Looks like we got 1 LTD down and 2 SYG down.
If you guys can hear that, we do have one of the players down here from LTD. He knew where that flag fell. He's calling out for the rest of that team to know where that flag is, because that's the huge point advantage. If you get that flag and get it to that end, that's where the points really do matter. And that's that communication we talk so highly about. You need to communicate what's going on out here.
For all the chaos, you have to be able to get the correct information from your teammates.
Now we've got some action going for that flag.
I think they smell blood in the water. Don't get tunnel vision. That's the problem. It's easy to get tunnel vision.
Hey, look.
Oh. Oh.
All right, so the flag holder.
Oh, now they found it. Now they found it.
There it is. A little bit of confusion there where that flag was. They didn't realize the flag holder got eliminated. Able to get back to it, though, and get those points. All right, let's see what we've got up for their next teams here. Okay, guys, thank you. We have SCK going to be on our gray wall, and we have SOSA on our white wall here.
Everybody's got an acronym, huh?
So, next teams are going to be moving on.
Rolando, the center bunker needs to be like this. There you go. Good. There you go. Good.
Okay, guys. So SCK is coming out and going to be on this gray wall over here. And SOSA is going to be on the white wall to get started over here. So we got a little bit of a group picture going on over here on the field. And that's the fun part about coming out to a day like this. Everyone's out here having fun. Everyone's trying to represent and enjoy this style of play. And so those kind of things are awesome to see. When we get these guys hanging out, they get to come on the public play all the time. And then when they got something on the line.
All right, we got 2 at the center flag. Oh, split second.
And there was elimination.
We got first pull. A difference of split second, 25 points.
Again, that flag got pulled, and as soon as that flag pulled, that other team knew there was someone there and pulled that gun right over the top there to eliminate him. Let's see. Got elimination on that on that back blue wall over there. Looks like we're playing maybe 3-on-3. Again, it's very chaotic sometimes to see where everybody's at. If they're all bunkered down. Looks like we're going to have a move around the backside here.
Nice shot with a shotgun.
Elimination.
Oh,
There's
almost a
little
collision.
bit of a run-in down here. The teams both moving forward. Again, that communication is key, knowing where your team's at. But, again, the smart move was able to make his way all the way down that snake side over there, around that blue wall, eliminate everyone, and then the one player left was just focusing down the alley, not checking his rear, and got a shotgun spray right to his back.
Right, and then we always had a friendly fire situation. I get asked, well, what's the big deal about friendly fire as long as you get the maximum 100 points? Nothing. Well, there is the downside to it is the team that you're playing against gets an extra 5 points or 10 points or how many friendly fires you get that they didn't earn. How would you feel if your team lost out of the finals to that team by 5 points?
By 5 points.
Because you gave them 5 points later on. That would really suck.
That would suck.
Don't give any team anything.
There we go.
Make them earn it. Oh, nice.
He saw it. He was not able to stay.
He missed him.
low enough.
The ref is right on it.
Yep.
The ref is, he didn't even
got
pull.
eliminated.
He didn't even get the pull.
He should have pulled.
If you're not getting the flag first, and you're going to go over the top for the kill, get the flag in the same motion as you go over the top, so at least you get the points. He didn't get the points or the kill.
He saw the player coming in. The player was not able to stay low enough. He made the choice to go for the kill, and it cost him.
Have a presence of mind that if you're going to go over the top, pull the flag at the same time you go over the top in one fluid motion. And if you get them, great. If you don't, you get shot, you got the 25
You got at
points.
least 25 points. Exactly.
Came away empty-handed.
All right. Action's right there in the center there, right behind the ref. We've got two players on that short out. And look at quick move around. Oh, didn't quite make the run for the flag there. So that flag is dropped on the white wall. We have, and there was elimination. Let's see. I'm not sure. I think that's full elimination there. Is there one or two left from the other team? He's got to move. Now time is not on his side.
No, we still have some gunfire.
I think they're just kind of playing that safe and kind of giving
we'll see.
Teaser fire there, kind of draw some fire.
The time is.
Okay, he's going. He's going all the way and place.
He made it.
They don't get the full 100. They did not get the first pool. And again,
that get magnified, right?
It just
and
magnified.
It could have easily got that flag, even if he didn't go shoot the guy in the center X.
Yeah.
That difference of 25 points could make the difference. If you add all your points for the day, do you go to the finals or not?
Yeah.
25 points. 25 points in first poll. That's 5 eliminations.
Yeah. And
it was right there.
Yeah. And that's, again, what's going to make or break these guys on those tournament days because, oh, man, like now that you see it, like that team still was able to get the flag points. Even though they might have seemed like they were down, they got the points for the hang. They got the points for the elimination. They just missed out on the points
when they go back and look at this footage, they're going to kick themselves in the butt.
Yeah. At least that one player will.
Yeah. Learn from it, though. Learn from it.
All right, let's see if they learn.
See, now, same thing. Pull the flag. That is a little better. But he's lucky he didn't get shot when he went over the first time.
Yeah.
Everything should be efficiency of movement. If you're going to expose yourself in one moment, get the points for it. Now you got to go up twice to get the points.
We got some action down low here.
So it's very easy to get into a pissing contest, but to what end? Holding a position sometimes is key.
Yeah, our flag runner just got eliminated right now.
Once again, leading the attack with the flag is no bueno. Here's another thing. So their front guy here he gave up position
Now,
because
what
he had
we
no
s-
backup.
We saw here, now there's 4-on-1 now because
So this team is going one potato, two potato. They had two guys on the other team's 40-yard line with the flag and failed to come out, and all of them were gone.
yeah, and there's full elimination right there.
Where if they had all three guys up here and coordinated their attack, they could have systematically, methodically moved up and hung the flag.
These guys are all just shooting at it. Oh, there was one more. I missed one more play in the back.
Oh,
I
my
thought they were
goodness.
just shooting at air. All right, let's see if they get the flag.
I'm sorry, what was the team on our right? Remember the team on the right?
SCK. That's SCK that just got the points. And then the other team was SOSA.
They had four guys alive with two on the other team's 40-yard line with the flag and failed to complete the win. So the other two guys they had on their side of the field were too far back to support the two that were on the enemy's 40, and they got taken out one at a time. The two first on the 40-yard line, and then the back two moved up one at a time and got taken off. And basically the other team just kind of walked up and
They just all hung back. There was 4 players left in the back, did not make any movement. Now,
your push should not be staggered.
Whether it was inexperience or just their game plan to sit back there and hang tight, it worked. It worked.
That's true. So going for the flag again. Okay, got the points. They lost the guy. They lost 2 now. They did get the points, but they lost 2.
So they've kind of got a little bit of a bite. You might say it's a little chompy. Would you say the same thing, Beshoy, if I pronounce that right?
Here we go for a run.
There's that move.
Oh, ran the sideline. Here we go. Playing it smart. He's playing it smart. He's taking nice and easy in the back here. Oh, he just got shot in the back.
He did not eliminate the guys on this gray wall. He ran right past them. Again, not checking the corners and took a couple shots to the back.
I did like the fact that when he did get there, he didn't just run all the way around he stopped for a moment. But unfortunately, when he made his initial run, he caught the attention of the center player.
There.
Jimmy, who shoots out first? Jimmy. So he's still in, right? Yeah, he's still in. Everybody good.
The ref making clarification on that shot there.
Let's see if we get a friendly fire.
All right, now there's confusion on what's going on. They don't know where the flag is. We've got to find
That's
that
on the
flag.
players. We can't help them out. And a game.
All right, so that's going to be that team set there. Looks like we're going to be having the next set come out. We'll get our runner to let us know who's up on board next. We've got just about another 45 minutes left in this day for SpeedQB Sunday. Okay. Runner just let us know on our white wall we are going to have Team Union, and on our gray wall we have 1 shot, 1 kill coming out. Both a little bit more of advanced player teams here. They've been around for quite a while. You're going to see some speed. We're going to watch that 50 because that 50 is going to be exciting. I think we're going to have both teams really making that rush for that 50 here. But if you guys are just joining us, it is SpeedQB Sunday here at Tax City Fullerton in California. We are having 5v5 practice games today leading up to the tournament and where it all counts in July. So This is the day where everyone's come out and practice some great routines. There's that run for that 50. Oh, and there was that move. Gun over, pulled the flag, got the points, and got the elimination.
And that's what I'm talking about, in one fluid motion, right.
And you can see from the more experienced teams there making those kind of moves like that.
Now granted, that was a crapshoot. The guy came up at the same time, he just missed him. But the end result was still what you want, right?
At least he pulled that flag. So
even if they traded, he got that first pull.
Exactly. Quick movements going on here. Nice elimination there. Some movement going on both sides here. And there was that final elimination on that back X there. So 1 shot, 1 kill did get the points for that one there. Okay, now we're going to watch Union take off from that gray wall for the start. That 50-yard dash is really a big push from both teams here. Let's see if we can capture a little bit of action going for that first run on that 50 as we follow Union from that break off that gray wall. Again, quick run. Again, cross elimination on that center right there. That was almost not reached for.
A mirror to both of them went up exactly the same time, fired exactly the same time, and are walking off exactly the same time.
With no points. That flag is
That's
still
great aggressive
there.
play. If either one of them was a second later,
yeah, that would
completely different result. Difference of 30
moving
points.
on the back. Rushing on the back. Quick rush from the 1 shot, 1 kill team to eliminate everyone on that backside.
They should have plenty of time.
Flag capture. And there
Game
you go. What 1 shot, 1 kill is taking advantage of his speed. They are moving to that back of that field very quickly, and Union just does not know how to counteract that. They need to, I think, kind of stay back a little bit and watch those runs a little bit better to help eliminate them.
I agree. They did try to run this near sideline, but they came across the back guy who locked down the sideline and kept them from pushing up.
All right, so now we got 1 shot, 1 kill on this right here. We're going to watch them rush for that 50, see if they rush for the flag on the same as they've done on the first 2, or if they make a move a little bit differently here. Again,
right, same thing.
50. Let's see if that elimination happens.
Oh, got him on the run. So center player pulled the flag, eliminated her, and then shot a guy running up the near sideline. But I think he's going to get shot in the back right now. Yep, he just did.
Just got shot.
Interesting.
Again, 1 shot, 1 kill, making the moves quick and not giving them time to think. There's that flag from them, and there's going to be the hang.
Here's the problem I saw there. Is you control the flag, whether you pull it or not, or occupy the sex. But more importantly than that is you need to control both sidelines, because without the sidelines, if you give them a sideline or not both of them, they're going to run the side and come around and shoot in the back, and that's what happened. If they lost sidelines on a push, they counteracted with a push on the sidelines, on both sidelines, and just swept it and shot the center flag man in the back. So you have to control, if not one of the sidelines, both of them, ideally. One of them, if you control at least one of them, and you're aware of the field, you can at least push your sideline while they push the other one and kind of do like a circle, kind of almost like change positions. Ideally, you want to at least control 2 of them where they can't just run free and wrap around the back.
We'll see. 1 shot, 1 kill has just been running this field on Union here. Let's see if they make
There we go again. Same thing. Oh, look at it.
Oh,
These guys are exactly, their timing is impeccable.
both going for those eliminations there.
Like
I'm not
a
sure
fraction of a second difference.
Grab that
Right?
flag first. Yeah, very quick movement from both of them.
That'll be a ref's call. I'm not sure how they're going to judge that one.
Elimination down low here.
So here this goes to the back to the predictability factor. If I know that other team is running up there that fast to the flag station, I need to find a spot short of that station, whether it's another player on my team, to just light up the approach to that X, because you know they're going to run to it. And that's an easy kill. And again, you control the flag by keeping them out.
LTD do that against Union and against one shot, one kill. They predicted those moves.
To their detriment, right?
Yep.
I mean, if a team is that predictable, yes, get the points. I get that. Control the flag station. Much like what LTD is, when they got in there, they didn't even pull the flag. They still controlled it, but they didn't pull it because they realized the reaction they would get. And then when they were ready for that reaction, then they pulled it.
Yep. So Union looks like they've got one lone player here going to go for the flag, get the points. They were able to make it up on this last game here and get a little bit of that game set back for them. But all right.
Okay, we've got, I think, the runners coming up.
All right. So that was a 3-1 match there. One shot, one kill took the first
But
three.
all four games were close, though.
Yes. All right, we've got our next game set coming. Hold on. Fantasy? Okay. So we got a new team grouped up
They're
here.
not new, but they I guess they showed up late. Maybe
Yeah.
the time changed, but they've been around a little bit, so we'll see
Yeah.
what they have.
Well, new for today.
Yes.
So Fantasy is going to be on this white wall. We have not seen them play yet today. And we are going to be turning it over here to Black Sheep's going to be on our gray wall over here. All right, so I'm going to turn it over here to Fantasy, see how they come out of the gates. We haven't seen them today. They are all guns to the wall. That's the rules for this. Let's see how they run out of here from that break. First time playing today, so let's see how that goes. Quick move. Right to that center there. They got that center pull first. Fantasy looked like they came to play today, for sure. Even coming late, they really made some pretty quick moves there.
Depending on the time, because we got about 45 minutes till this is over.
You might get another game from them.
Yeah, so maybe they're playing as if they won't be getting another game.
Very possible. It looks like we got one eliminated from them off to the side right now.
I don't hear any talking whatsoever. No talking whatsoever. They need to be sharing information, positions of other players, so they can tag team on them. Right now, they're all playing solo. Yep, they're playing just solo gun battles here, and that's just a crapshoot.
Yep.
You're leaving things to chance, not by skill.
Double elimination there.
So they're moving up the right, but all by himself. Taking a chance he's going to get taken out by himself.
Black Sheep taking the points on there. Okay, here we go. We got Fantasy again on the gray wall. We're going to watch them take off again, kind of get a little bit. Making that move for that 50.
Flag reset? Where's the flag?
The flag got reset. I think it just fell when he ran into the barrier.
Oh, okay.
I think it just fell to the opposite side when he ran into the barrier.
I guess that's possible.
Yep.
So if he's aware of that, that's good. If he's not aware of that, then that must tell him, or he thinks there's somebody on the other side that pulled the flag.
Yeah.
Which is not good either, because now he's under the assumption that his mirror is occupied, which is not the case.
Let's see. Gonna make a move.
Oh, here we go.
Looks like we got some action going on for that center there.
Oh, he got him.
Oh, got him and moved.
I really do like that inside snake side.
And we got elimination from him, though. So he did not grab the flag. Let's see.
This is a mad desperation run. And that's what happens to desperate people. They walk off with their hand up in the air.
Might have not been the best choice to make that big of a run without knowing where your support was.
Sometimes, if you have the time, which I don't think either you're aware of the time, if you have the time, outweight the other guy to make his desperate move, because they get antsy.
Oh, and there was elimination. I thought we had full team elimination. There was still one more.
And
there.
that last run makes it even more of a bad move, because he ran by his own man on the snake.
Yep.
He could have coordinated a move with two of them, but no, he decided to lone wolf it, and then it became, instead of 2-on-1, became 1-on-1, and the snake, and to his detriment, he just stayed in the snake blind, waiting for somebody to kill him or waiting for somebody to pop up, and that's not going to happen.
Nope, and you got shot.
In the back. I'd rather get shot in the front than the back.
Yep.
If at all.
I'd rather not get shot.
There you go. There you go. But you know what? You want to get shot on your terms.
Yeah. Okay, so we got
A little discussion.
Black Sheep lining up on the gray wall now. We'll see how they come out. They do have a couple substitutes in for them right now. Just getting some practice in, not their full squad. But you betcha on tournament day.
Oh, that was a mall cop. That was a mall cop.
Couple different tumbles going on out there.
I saw two Paul Bart moves there.
Center elimination. Some elimination going on in the back there.
Kevin James will be proud.
There's some risky moves there.
For those in the Fulton area, no, that was not a tremor.
All right, they were moving up together.
In the back.
Right on that back, there for elimination.
Blinders.
He's still got flag. He's still in.
And he
and
hangs
there's
it.
the points. Gabe, maybe later. I'll give you a call. We'll see how that all goes. Maybe we'll talk about your lack of performance today. I saw you get eliminated, but maybe I'll give you a call a little bit later, Gabe. It's an inside joke between me and Gabe going on. Sonny's so confused right now from that comment, Gabe.
Yeah, the only comment I have for Gabe is, so when do you have that double knee surgery?
Oh, that's another inside thing I'm not aware of. So
You're running around like a speed demon out there.
All right, there's Black Sheep going off.
Superman dive, makes it. Oh.
Black Sheep going a little bit slower to that center, not making that same move Fantasy is.
I like how Fantasy takes the inside of the snake and eliminated the outside of Black Sheep snake. Like they knew where they were and they took care of it right away. We haven't seen anybody take the inside of the snake going left to right, only right to left. So this should be an interesting jump point.
We did see LTD actually take that approach.
From left to right? Okay,
yeah.
I must have missed that.
They did, yeah. There was actually the two-person elimination that they did. They had one of their guys go for the flag, and one of their guys go for that barrier right there that we have the fantasy player standing on. And they actually eliminated the guy coming in for that slide grab real quickly by doing that.
I do like that inside snake position. I really like that. If I were to play, I probably would take that position. You can control the snake and also the center.
All right, looks like we've got Fantasy making that move. We do have them holding the flag right now. I think drop the flag and elimination there. So Fantasy's got to grab that flag and post it up.
And that's game.
All right.
All right, we got a 5th game tiebreaker.
All right, so it's a 2-2 match there.
Also, keep in mind, I got word that when we do go live with the tournament, there won't be a 5th tiebreaker. It'll just be a 4-game set, and then whatever points are accumulated in those 4 games, so be it. We're just doing a tiebreaker today just for
bragging rights.
Right, exactly. Just remember, guys, it's all about the points. When you're competing in the tournament, it's about points. Getting as many points as possible for the day. And that goes game by game. But like I said, you don't want to win just on points, like win a 50 to 40 game, because 100 points, you left 50 points on the table. You want to get a max 100 points every game, so that at the end of the day, when all your games are played, you have multiple 100-point games as opposed to multiple 50-point games that you won, but you're still going home.
All right. So you got Fantasy changing it up a little bit, not making as quick of a move to that center there.
They may be getting tired already after 3 games. There are only 3 games, but yes.
Well, technically 4. This is going to be the 5th.
Yes, right.
Not sure how many we've got going.
I'm going to guess. Wait, hang on. We got guys on the sideline here. I'm going to guess a 2-on-1.
I believe that's what we're working with, is 2-on-1 right now.
That's.
Nope.
No, we have
2-on-2.
We have a 2-on-2. So basically, what happened right prior to that was, let's see who blinks first.
Oh.
Okay, now.
Yep. 2-on-1 now. And there's that elimination on that blue wall.
Let's see if we get a friendly fire. No, we're good.
Nope. Flag pull. Again, taking that approach to not push towards that flag really benefited him on that one.
When it was down to 2-on-2, there was some silence. I think they were both kind of waiting to see who was going to blink first. And see who was going to be impatient first.
Let's see, let's get that next team going up here.
So we have SYG over there, and we have Captive.
Okay.
SYG on our right, Captive on our left.
So Captive's going to be in that maroon on that gray wall over there. And SYG is going to be starting off on this white wall back here. All right. We'll see what kind of interesting moves SYG tries to practice with today. SYG is starting on that white wall. Let's see. Again, they've got a couple substitutes in for today. They don't have their full squad in. There you go, taking that inside of that snake for them, just behind that pole on our far side there. SYG. We still have full teams up for both teams.
Looks like they're both very cautious this game. Okay, looks like SYG wanted to go on the snake, but now they lost that.
Yeah, they were trying to push on both the left and right side of that snake.
Captive's moving up on the near sideline, but they just lost.
Eliminated.
One guy at a time. It's not going to cut it, guys. All right, there's 2 captive down. All right, SYG just lost another one, but they're trading back and forth. But now SYG's got the points on the center flag.
SYG's got the flag.
Let's see if they can coordinate.
So we've got 3-on-1, and they got the elimination, flag hang, and pull. All right, let's slide this camera down here. Captive make that run for us here off that white wall. Let's see if they go for the flag or if they take the same approach and just kind of bunker up.
Oh, interesting. Oh, SYG is heavy on the snake side.
Yeah,
they've got three on the snake side.
And look, we've got one standing right on the inside of the snake for Captive.
But Captive has that inside snake position, which is key.
Yeah. You can hear that.
They're going to go for him. Okay, they just mirrored him. SYG mirrored him. I don't even know if he's there, though. I think they don't know if he's there. Yeah. They're going to check it right now. Watch this.
One eliminated.
Oh, ran right by him.
Right past him.
But the center flag was on top of it. That could have been bad.
Just could not hear him with all the commotion going on. That he was right on the other side.
Neither one at the inside snake position knew of the other. Sometimes the other guy will hit the bunker by accident, so you'll give them away, but sometimes they don't.
That's why I enjoy watching it from up here sometimes, because you see things that the rest of the players aren't seeing. We react completely different up here to those moves, and you're like, oh, how did they not know?
So when you move bunker to bunker, there's certain assumptions you make, and other times you're dealing with assumptions and also dealing with fact. When a team's communicating really well, you're dealing with facts, meaning they point out where they spot somebody. That helps you out. Otherwise, a lot of times you move to another bunker and you're under an assumption that it could be occupied, and you have to be prepared for that. If you know for a fact that it's not occupied, then obviously it dictates other actions. So that's why communication is so key, to call out where you see them so it dictates your next move. Otherwise, you have to assume every bunker's hot. And what can eliminate you? What's going to give you problems from your spot?
So Captive decided to play it safe and stayed back.
And they just lost one in the back.
Yep. SYG did too, though, on that far side.
They're trading.
So it's a 4-on-4 right now.
We have 2 on the near sideline.
Communication much better from a team like SYG, calling out those positions, making sure they're aware of where they're at and where that rest of that team is at.
So a lot of times, what the team will do a walk a field. They'll name or number or give some kind of
elimination on the flag there.
Name to a bunker on the field so they can call it out, as opposed to just kind of on random, hey, the blue bunker, and hopefully there's not another blue bunker.
There was double elimination. There was a mag problem, it seemed like.
Because neither one had eyes down the tape.
Yep.
One had a gun malfunction, the other one was looking inside.
Again, we can see it from up here very easily, but they were just not paying attention. We got to do our best to not give it away either.
Of course. If you have 2 in a bunker, somebody are looking down this tape, if not shooting.
Yeah.
If you're not looking, if you're not communicating, moving, or shooting, you're useless to the team. You're dead weight. You're 5 points for the taking. Even if you have a gun malfunction, you should have your eyes downfield to at least call things out that you see.
Yeah. So that was an easy 100 points right there because of simple, just rookie mistake. All right, so we'll see.
Don't allow one guy to beat you.
Yeah.
And if you have one guy pull the flag and running down the field and take multiple guys with him, that's bad.
Can't do that. All right, there's Captive off on the start for the white wall. SYG going for the flag this time, pulling and moving.
And looks like their path to victory is they're gonna try to take the snake. They have the flag and they're lined up with a. Oh, here you go.
taking that charge, though.
That was risky,
And-
but it looks like it's,
Look at that push.
yeah, that was risky.
That was a very risky push. We say don't take the charge with the flag. They did it and got full elimination there, not losing one of their players on that.
Sometimes it works, but I don't know. It wouldn't be a recipe that I would
Yeah.
use.
I would say for most of the inexperienced teams, it's a recipe for disaster for sure. I mean, again, today it doesn't matter as much because it is just practice. But, I mean, tournament play, you take a risk like that, it could cost you.
Now, the saving grace is that if the worst case scenario, he gets shot back there, the rest of his team was moving up at the same time.
All right, guys, so we just got from our runner, TKW is going to be on our white wall. And to our gray wall over here is going to be Team Flex. And again, these are more kind of starting teams, not quite fully developed teams out there. They're trying to get themselves comfortable in this kind of environment so that they can make themselves a pretty good turnout for the tournament in July. But you can see the difference. Most of the teams like SYG and Captive who were just on, they had full uniforms. They could easily distinguish themselves from other teams and not get friendly fire. We're going to see a couple different things here because there's a mixed match of different uniform, camo, dress, and so that can actually cause friendly fire. We saw it earlier today in the broadcast, some friendly fire, some confusion, miscommunication. And in that last game, we heard a lot of communication from SYG. Right now, that field is quiet.
You know, another thing is I like how SYG in the past few games would take the flag and retreat to a safer spot. Because staying in that X is not a good position. If you're going to play that X and you don't have anybody on the side of it, do not pop over the top of it. Pop on the side of it if you're going to stay. Personally, once I pull it, I retreat to another spot.
Now we just saw an interesting maneuver from this team over here. They actually just switched their players from their blue side and tan side over here. They just did a completely crossover.
But didn't gain anything from it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was meant to be or if they were, again, lack
That was
of
like
communication.
you risk the players moving around and to gain basically the same numbers on same positions.
And to be exposed along that backside for
That's
that
not-
long of a time, it wasn't that smart of a move. Luckily, no one got eliminated. But
Or at the very least, you gave away positions like, oh, now we know where they're at, right?
ref calling both of them got shot on that one. They've got to find the flag now.
Now they spend all the time searching for the flag.
Again, that's not having proper communication with what's going on there. And you're having...
I found it now.
There it is. We'll see them get there.
Yes, Johnny, your team won.
All right, we're resetting the flag. Going to give them another shot at this. And slide this over here.
Here's another word of advice. Don't run into the bunkers. Don't use the bunkers to stop your momentum.
Yeah, it gives away your position.
Exactly. Control your run. Control your slide. Be under control at all times.
So we got a little bit of action going on down here. We have refs calling eliminations out there, making sure everyone's playing fair.
A no call.
Yeah, there was a no call. I don't think he's wearing a plate carrier, so it's very easy sometimes with adrenaline not to feel that, and that's why we have the refs down there. The refs
Still no excuse. They gotta they gotta own it.
Yeah, definitely own it, but the refs are there to make sure if they're not, they're going to get eliminated. It looks like in our staging area we have LTD getting lined up. We might have one more game coming out of them for this broadcast.
We've got 4.
There you go.
They got 5.
There we go.
They got 5.
I think there was a little confusion there.
See, and once again, they see the flag. That's true, but they see the flag. The other opposing team saw the flag disappear, and automatically tells them flag is carries on that spot.
Yep.
Pull the flag and change the position right away.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen that a couple times now from different teams. They make that change. And
Here's a thought: don't run to that same opening in the X. Run to the outside off the break and pull the flag.
And hey,
how about that?
Maybe.
If any of your teams are listening, try that one then.
It's possible. The only drawback, and I think why people don't do it as much, is you're exposed so much more on that side.
Well, I can tell you on the snake side of it, you're not.
Yeah, I can see an angle from that.
That's true. That's true.
There's a couple different angles that, I mean.
But at least you got a chance. Like I would do that and then go to the snake or change a different position.
Yeah,
but the minute I pulled it,
if
I'm pulling from a different position, at least I'm not going to get bunkered over the top.
One of the nice things about coming from
and
the side.
You can literally do that with your eyes closed. Flag's gone, close my eyes, one from the top. Guess what? I shot a guy.
Exactly. So, elimination going on back here. But from that side, the one benefit to going from a side instead of from that back or front side is you're open to more positions to move to, not just back. That's the thing people get caught up in is that X. If you come into that X, the only way out of that X is back. Or if you do come in from a side, you might be exposed a little bit more, but you have way more opportunities to get to other bunkers much quicker. So grab that flag and move out of that position. Keeps you alive
the open side on this side of the X, I haven't walked the field, but if you walk the field and got there, find out what positions, if you're tucked in on that side, can shoot you. Because it may look exposed, but maybe it really isn't.
Yeah. Okay, so
or you pull from that side and run to the pallet stack right away?
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Just sit tight for a little bit, because are they expecting you to be there? No.
All right. I think full elimination.
We'll see. I think that might be it, but
I don't know if we've got someone hiding. That's always tough thing. Taking their time, but that might cost him. Time elimination.
Did time run out? Time run out?
So time ran out on them there, not getting the points, which they could have very easily got those points, but they were putting a little bit more caution there instead of just trying to get those extra points there. And again, it's tournament day. You're going to lose out because of that. Again, using that barrier to stop that momentum did not work in their favor. Both of them ran in, spinning it like a carousel. A little bit of confrontation there on the center of the field. But the refs are there, and they are the final verdict. They're going to call you out. They're going to enforce the rules.